through me, and we give every glory and adoration, every exaltation. We come before thee this evening to present your truth to the whole world, that mankind may testify in time to come that it wasn't man that did it, that they had no strength of their own, they had no army, they had no weapons. All they had was the gospel of truth and of redemption. And behold, because their hearts and their minds were clean, because the Almighty found them unblemished, that was why they were blessed, and everything they asked for came to pass. That was why this same generation, this very Ipob shall endure, for flesh cannot be mortalized, but the truth of the Most High, who is timeless, who is ageless, shall prevail. And upon that very promise do we pray this evening, because your words are yea and amen. People wonder, how come you loved David so much? Man couldn't understand that David knew how to ask thee for anything that he wants. There was nothing that David ever asked for that he didn't give to him. That same secret is what we have. That is what we present before thee, to the hearing of the entirety of humanity this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you're listening from. That we make this proclamation, that your words are yea and amen, because you are God. Anything you say must come to pass. You are not man. Anytime, any word that you utter, documented by the sons of men, in the Torah, in the scriptures, must come to pass. Because your spirit, you are not man, you are not mortal. Every word you utter must come to pass. And on that very premise do we anchor this very agitation. Because we go back to your scriptures, to your unadulterated, untampered with scriptures. In the book of Jeremiah we pray, chapter 16, verse 14. That is our prayer this very evening from where I am. You said, for you are Lord, you are God, you are the beginning and the end. There is nothing you created which can be equated nor used as an adjective to describe thee. You are bigger than all that man can ever imagine that you are. Only you is the beginning of time itself. That is why the ancients call you the Ancient of Days, the Ancients of the Ancients, for that is who you are. The I am that I am, and these are your words because you are God. You said that a time is coming. According to the prophet Jeremiah, you said that a time is coming, and that time is now, this 2020. You said the time is coming when people will no longer swear by me as the living God who brought the house of Israel out of bondage in Egypt. These are your words because you are God. You said a time shall come when people will no longer swear that this God of Moses, that led the God of Moshe, that led the Israelites out of the bondage and suffering in Egypt. Instead, these are your words, O Heavenly Father, with every reverence, humility, and submission. You said, instead they will swear by me as the living God, because you are living, everlasting, eternal, who brought his people out of the northern lands, out of the bondage from the north, for we inhabit the south. We are from the southeast. Oh Heavenly Father, you said, no longer will we remember you as the God of miracles that brought Israelites out of Egypt. We shall not be as the God that delivered his children from the criminals and darkness from the north. These are your words. And you were talking about Biafra. We are now going to swear by thy name and say, this God of Biafra that led his children out of the iniquitous existence which Britain fabricated for your children. And you said we are going to return from where you scattered us, from where they are killing us in Indonesia, from where they are killing us in Malaysia, from where we have been imprisoned in Brazil, from all the places we are suffering, all the places where we are being humiliated at the moment. You said, I will bring you back to your own country, to the land that I gave your ancestors, because I am God and I have spoken. And who is man to say no to the word of God? Or they cannot. Upon this we anchor all that we do. We have no strength of our own. Upon your promise that came forth, the world will no longer say, this God of Moshe that led the Israelites out of Egypt. They will say, the God of Biafra that delivered them from the forces of darkness from the north. You were very specific. You said from the north. And you are God, and may your name be blessed forever and ever. He said,
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom and friends of Biafra. This is Mazi Nzurumike. Please, as I welcome you, please do welcome others. It's very important. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your time location. Today is going to be a wonderful edition. Please, as we welcome you, please welcome others. It's very important. We are live at our various platforms at Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu. This is one of our page in Facebook. Please, if you are watching us from there, hit the like button and share the program. We are live at our main page that have no problem, but we don't have much people there. Mazi Ezumezu. Please follow us on this page. Mazi Ezumezu is very important. Follow us on this page and share our program. It's very, very important. We are also live at our YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Ikechukwu Ezumezu is doing our YouTube is good. It's growing. We are 300 plus there. It's very, very important. Sorry. So it's my son, so it's making noise. His noise is coming out. So now we are live at YouTube. Our YouTube is great. Believe me, honestly, it's great. We are 300 plus in YouTube. I could remember I always say this. This YouTube, we start with 3 people. 3 people in YouTube. 3 people. But today we are 300 plus. So I give kudos to my YouTube fans. I say, also, I give kudos to my Facebook fans because I know Facebook is fighting. I know a lot of people is watching. Yeah, Facebook is fighting. And one more thing I always say that we need to take our message to TikTok. It's very, very important. We take our message to TikTok. Please follow me at TikTok at Ikechukwu Ezumezu. It's very important. Follow me at TikTok, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. It's very, very important. Or Ezumezu Ikechukwu. It's very, very important, please. Let's take our message to TikTok. It's very, very important. So today's program, Oya Diego, like I always said, like I always said, lies don't last test of time. Lies don't last test of time. The truth lasts test of time. Eziokwu Chineke. In anything about Biafra, this is it is first in my life. Is the first. Whatever I do is Biafra, because I know that we are nothing without Biafra. We are nothing without Biafra. So I give out my best, even if my best it was not good enough, but I will give out my best. And I expect you out there to also give out your best. Today's program, if you have some question, please, you can come in. Or if you want to debate what I said, please, you can come in. We welcome Mazi Cosmos Duru, State Coordinator in America. Mazi, I can ego. Or hard call cable. I can ego, sir. No? So today's program, we are going to talk about the direct attack from Deputy HOD Tony One Bottle Nzurumike. We talk about it, about his response, his answer. It was on Italy on 30th May. When we talk about some of his response to the question being asked to him. And from there, you will tell me if what we are telling you guys for years is not the answer. When we tell you guys that these recharge card media worms, these people are the ones sending them. Today, the evidence is out. Biafra is a spirit. If your hand is not clear, Chukwu Okike Abiama will expose you. And that is the fact. So that will be our main topic. But before we go, we will give you the news. We will talk about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because all is out for making it. And we also talk about the barrister Nnamdi, the interview granted on BBC about the letter they respond to Attorney General. And we also talk about the press release from Aloy Ejimako, the Vice Counsel from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. So that's why I say it's very, very important. If you want to get what is happening in this struggle, if you want to get the news, if you want to be updated, you want to be informed. I've told you people you will follow. I've told you people you follow. And these are the people our leader choose to pass message through. The Wise Counsel, Barrister Ejimako, that is MK legal team. Kanu Takanu, Mazi Kanu Takanu, 2. And Prince Meme. These are the people that you have to follow to get updates. What is happening in IPOB family? Today, they are no more. Today, Biafra split in the Timodumbo. Today, I can't say one happen one. Biafra, do you guys remember? I want those that are following me for years now. Do you guys remember when I told these guys, these cabals, that these people they are sending to attack our leader's family, IPOB head of finance, that these people will come after them. Today is happening on them today. Today on them, I said it. You guys should go and check that these people, this Lichakad media worm that was sent to attack our leader's family and IPOB head of finance, that these people will come after these cabals. Today it's happening on them gradually before your eyes, because Ezia Yozi, I go Obi na more, I go. They are the one engineer these people who to go and attack people. You will hear them confessing. You will hear from as the light TV telling you that he to attack someone. And because of he attacked some, he did not attack some, that become the problem. You hear from Paul Achebe, also 1,000 teeth. Today, you guys go to 1,000 teeth profile and see the message he was passing to the Chika Paul Edoziem. That message, that program will be tomorrow, not today. I because I Jesu Kwaga. IPOB head of finance, Madam Nenianya, for standing in the path of the truth. Our leaders' family, the Kanus, for standing in the path of the truth. IPOB America, these two regional coordinator and the state coordinator, as for standing in the path of the truth. The hardcore, those that come out, those that obey the IPOB code of conduct and every message from our leader Mazi and Kanu, and make a known. They won. We also extend our regards, our greetings to Eastern Security Network. They won. Now, first, let's go to the press release from our leader to the zoos. I want you guys to listen, because our program is not for you guys or at the moment. Our program is for tomorrow. Makechi. I want you guys to listen. The press release.
7th, 2024. From Nnamdi Kanu's legal team. TO. All media / general public / government agencies. Subject. All should cease and desist from calling IPOB a terrorist group. The general public, media houses, and government agencies are hereby put on legal notice of the following. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team is under firm instructions from our client to issue this final warning to all persons and institutions still referring to IPOB as a terrorist organization. Henceforth, any further reference to IPOB as a terrorist organization will be met and countervailed with a muscular litigation and other lawful measures, regardless of who the entity is. This is because there is a subsisting judgment of a competent high court in Nigeria, attached herewith, which ruled that Ipob's proscription / declaration as a terrorist group by Buhari is illegal, discriminatory, and unconstitutional. Compliance with this judgment strictly demands that IPOB should no longer be referred to as a terrorist organization. Additionally, those calling IPOB a terrorist organization have not adduced a scintilla of evidence that IPOB has ever engaged in any terrorist activity. This is underscored by the verifiable fact that since the so-called proscription of IPOB in 2017, no single alleged IPOB member has been convicted of any terrorist act, despite of arrests, abductions, horrendous torture, false flags, and extrajudicial killings levied against its alleged members. Accordingly, we hereby demand that the general public, presidency, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, and any airing media houses should forthwith cease and desist from attaching such defamatory and prejudicial label to IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Signed, Aloy Ejemaker, ESQ. For Mazi Nnamdi Legal Team.
So this is the press release from our leader through the Wise Council, Barrister Nnamdi, to Nigeria, starting from their presidency to the bottom man, to desist from calling us a terrorist organization, because a reputable court in Nigeria have said that we are not terrorists. And I thank the Wise Council, Barrister Nnamdi, and his team for standing up, for remain fearless before the enemy. As in Chukwuka and Okike shall lead you guys to the battle ahead. Because often I had and that war, only you win that war. You guys will win that war. Whether they like it or not like it, you guys will win that war. That is it. You guys will win that war. Now, let's go to Barrister Nnamdi. The message and his letter to Nigeria Attorney General.
Abụ m onye ọkaikpe dị na-anọchite anya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, onye nke ndị Nigeria kpọrọ wee debe na ụlọ mkpọrọ ndị State Security Service. Anyị wee na-ekwu na anyị edega akwụkwọ a na-akpọ leta anyị dejelu Attorney General of the Federation, Chief Fagbemi SAN, ka ọ neba anya n'okwu Nnamdi Kanu, maka o nwere oge o kwuru oge a na-eme nlote ofu arọ Bola Ahmed Tinubu bụ president anyị, ka o kwuru na o nwere anything ya ma o nwere ihe ya ma maka Nnamdi Kanu, and ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe ya ma na court ka ọ dọrọ iwepụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị wee na-agwa ya na ya enwetago judgments of court. Court ekpebiela ma nke nọ na Abuja, ma nke nọ na Aba, ma nke nọ na Ụmụahịa, ma nke nọ na Enugu, ma nke a na-akpọ international court, ya court mba zuru mba, ekwugosi sirapụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na o nwere ihe o mere, na gọọmenti Naijiria kwesịrị ịyọ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mgbaghara, yọcha ya mgbaghara, kwụọ ya ụgwọ maka mkpọchi ha kpọchiri ya, maka ndị ha ga-na-abịa ya jee gbusisi ya mmadụ 28 ha ji ebe a gbuo, kwụọ ya ụgwọ maka ihe ha mebisiri ya, ọ ihe ha kwesịrị ime. So onye ka anyị na-asị ka Attorney General fụ maka ndị na-abụ ya okwu agwara ya eziokwu, ha akọwara ihe ọfụma. Anyị wee sị ka anyị wetaka n'ihe a ka anyị gosi ya, ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe ha na-ezo ezo ka anyị gbaa ya n'anwụ. Ọ judgments ha niile dị ihe a, nke High Court Aba, nke Federal High Court Aba Ụmụahịa, nke Enugu High Court, ha nche niile dị ebe a. Nke mekwupụta Enugu High Court na okwu ha kpebere gbasara isi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Federal Government of Nigeria kwuru si na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na o nwere ihe o mere, na ekwesịrị ịkwụ ya ụgwọ, na ekwesịkwara na IPOB ndị Federal High Court Abuja kwuru na nzukọ ndị na-emebisi ihe a na-akpọ terrorist nọ asị ka ọ bụ. Nke a bụ court na-ekwu ya, and court nke kwuru ya nwere ụdị power, ụdị ikikere Federal High Court a nwere ka ha nwekwuru, o nwere ha karịa ibe ha. Anụ nke a kwuru ikpeazụ bụ nke Enugu kwuru ya, a na-akpọ ikpe ikpeazụ, ọ bụ n'oyibo kwuo letter in time. So nke ahụ kwuru ikpeazụ, ọ bụ nọọsụ sobe otu esi eme ihe n'ụzọ ikpe, ọ nke anwa ka onye ọ na-kwesịrị na-eso.
So Biafrans, this is one of our lawyer, Barrister Nnamdi Ejiofor, telling us the message he took to Attorney General. Since Attorney General said he did not know about our leader, because when Muhammad refused to go to the mountain will go to Muhammad. I so much appreciate MK legal team, because Chukwuokike is with them. They are fighting them, external and internal. Even the same colleagues are fighting them. And you hear Atlas South Africa said it, that Ezekome and the Jofo will never allow them to succeed. So battles are coming to them, but they are fighting and they are winning. They are fighting and they are winning. The Attorney General, whatever you call yourself, you cannot hold one belong to someone forever. At some point, you will release it. That truth we are running from, at some point, you will say it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mean no harm to anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mean no harm to anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter, fighting for his people. All he's preaching and all he's fighting for. Today, they are talking it in Senate House. Today, they are talking it in upper chamber. Today, they are talking it in House of Representatives. They are talking about it. But this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. And Nigerian government, being they are terrorists by themselves, they went to someone land. They went to Kenya to kidnap a man that have done nothing to them. But today, they are paying the price. Today, they are paying the price. Only the man can say that Fulani S-men cannot come to our land and start paying his people. He said no. He said that our forest remain is for us. We have the forest. It's not for foreigners. But if you want to do a business in Southeast, go to the town and rent a house. Bring your goods. Do whatever you want to do. Sell it and go back. But not for you to live in a forest. They say that it's preaching hate speech. But today, we will play a video from a Senate president. That's why I told you, you cannot cover truth. You can never cover truth all the time. Now, first of all, let me bring a message from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before we go to the Senate president.
You watching and listening all over the world, you know that Miyetti Allah is a terrorist organization. You know that. They have killed. They have said that Benue State is theirs for the taking as a spoil of war. All of you are aware of it. You know what they are doing. Anywhere you have Fulani headsmen, terrorists for that matter, they tell you, oh, they are pastoralists. They are allowed to do their businesses in the forest. All of you are aware of it. But you kept quiet, hoping that somehow Tinubu will emerge as the president, or an Igbo man will come as the president, and your family will start enjoying. But in the meantime, you have no more farmlands, you have no more forests, you have nowhere you can call your own home. The same stupidity exhibited by Hausa peasants that enabled Fulani to take Sokoto from them, that enabled Fulani to take Katsina from them, that enabled Fulani to take even Kanu from them. Every Hausa land is occupied either by a Fulani emir or a Fulani governor. Some of you don't want to reason. You don't ever learn that the main aim of Fulani is to conquer your land and then save you. Look at Hausa people today. As I wrote yesterday, they are worse than a discarded tissue paper. They are worth nothing. Only their language is what is relevant in their lives. Everything else is lost. All of you are repeating the exact mistakes that the Hausas made. That is why they are in trouble. And that is why they can never ever come out of it. They are all suffering from what I would an advanced version of the Stockholm syndrome. Can you imagine that these people came into their land and took it over and they cannot do anything about it? Hausa is gone. It took Fulani very many years before they came out of their shell to say we are Fulani. Remember before, many years ago, they told you we are Hausa Fulani. We are Hausa Fulani. Because that time, their subjugation of the Hausa race hasn't been completed. Now they have completed it. Have they not completed it? And what is happening right now? I ask you what is happening now. Fulani have now come out to tell you we are Fulani people.
So, my people, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say this, they target hate speech. They target hate speech. They call him names. But today, what is happening today? They are discussing it in upper chamber. They are discussing it in the Senate. They are discussing it in House of Rep. That's why I told you guys, you can never hold the truth forever. You can never. Now let's go because I have a lot of video to play. I go to the main topic today. But anytime we come on air, we must talk about our leader. It's very important. Now, let's go to the Senate to what our Ipob is saying. To what Senate President is saying is very important. Then I want you guys to connect the dots.
So, Mr. President, cows are not citizens of Nigeria. You didn't hear what I said. Senator Adelu, are you arguing with me? No. I said cows are not citizens. The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria. Yes. And cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Cows can come in from Niger. They can come in from Chad, anywhere. No. But cows are not citizens. So, your point of order is noted, but rejected. You want to make contribution on the debate? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. But I'm against the idea of restricting movement of Nigerians from one state to another. No, that would not happen. Right now, citizens of Nigeria are allowed to move from one state to another to establish business without any hindrance whatsoever. It affects everywhere in Nigeria. Yes. Nobody can restrict pastoralists movement. Citizens of Nigeria, they can move to North Central, Northwest, Northeast, South, and establish their business without... They can do so, but not with AK-47. Yeah. No. I'm not talking about criminals. You don't understand. You just noticed something. I'm saying that we are going to a portion that says that brings about restriction. So, and I want to refer that to Senator Sam. He has to delete that part. So let's not deviate from the debate. Let me conclude my contribution. Let me conclude, please. It's a private business.
Now, my people, do you just heard what Senate President probably told the Alhaji or the senator? They can do so, but not with AK-47. Now, tell me, what is our leader preaching for a very long time? You come to his backyard with AK-47. You be in the forest. You rape our women. You buy our women. You buy our father, our uncles. You destroy our farmland. And when our leader took the battle, starts talking about it, they say the tag is hate speech. They say bring him back. What I want to but today's message is linking in Senate House. The Senate President is telling you, no, you can come, but not with AK-47. Then what is our leader talking? Then why are they still holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this dungeon? Why are they still holding him? Everything our leader is fighting. Nigeria have seen it. They are talking about it. They condemn it. But why are you still holding that man? Why? It's a question. Why are you still holding that man? Let's continue.
Government has no business going into ranching. Even the cattle route, which Senator Karimi mentioned, used to be the practice when we had 19 northern states, as one state under northern Nigeria. But then that was the time when we had cattle route beginning from maybe from Sokoto up to Lokoja. But now the states have been balkanized.
Yeah, please, if you are watching us from YouTube, please share the program in YouTube. Share the program in YouTube. If you are watching from Facebook, please share the program on Facebook, on your WhatsApp. It's very important. Thank you.
Into 19 states. Northern Nigeria has been balkanized into 19 states. And each state has control of its land. So you cannot really bring the issue of cattle route, or now it's not applicable at all, because it touches on the territorial integrity of some states. Some states will not allow it. So ranching should be seen as a business, and government has no business going into it. And perhaps when we go to the public hearing, this will become very, very clear. So I rest my case, Mr. President.
Thank you. And the civil service for the whole country, or are you proposing a bill for some states? Please go back to your seat. You can only talk from your seat. You can't talk from here.
Guide it.
Proceed. Read Order 42.
Order 42 says, by the indulgence of the Senate and the leave of the President, a senator may make a personal explanation, although there may be no question before the Senate, but no controversial matter may be brought forward, nor may debate arise upon explanation. The terms of the proposed...
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. What I'm saying... no, is to support that.
The Senator Lalong.
Yes.
It says that the senator will have. Let's look at that Order 42 again.
Sir.
So let's see.
You've agreed that I wanted to guide this honorable Senate, that this matter I have been part of this agitation for a very long time. But I will be surprised that up to now, we don't know some of the impediments towards realizing issues to curb farmers' headers clashes. Apart from the Constitution, like Senator Alero said, the ECOWAS protocol is part of the problem that we have. You can quote the Constitution, but what about the ECOWAS protocol?
You know, you can see this man, I will call him a criminal. He said farmers headers clashing. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So farmers header clash is what's happening in Plateau State. Farmer header clash is what's happening in Benue State. Farmer header clash is what's happening in Kaduna State. Also in Castina, in Yobe. Is it farmer header clash? Farmer header clash is what's happening in Ebonyi State, in Enugu. Oh my God. Is it what is happening? He called it farmer header clash, where some communities have been wiped out for the surface of the earth. He called it farmers header clash. Go to Benue State today. not less than 40-something communities have been chased away, wiped out, and foreigners is there, the place in there. The same thing happened in Plateau State. 53 communities have been chased out of their home, and foreigners have occupying the land. About certain Kaduna, and he called this farmer header clash. You are a criminal. This is how they deceive people. And I could remember when Mazi debunked this lie and tell the international community that it's not farmer header clash. That what is going on is land grabbing, silent buying of people. A foreigners didn't come and take over from people's land. And you will hear, look at him telling you farmer header clash. But I'm happy. Why I'm happy is that a Senate president at Ipob is telling the first man that cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Also remind him that if you want to be there, not with AK-47, and tell me, it's not what Mazi Nnamdi is fighting to protect his people. Today, the truth is out. I have forgotten. Let's continue.
It allows you to move anywhere with your business. We allow you to move anywhere with your cows. So in getting towards realizing this, you must be very conscious of your laws in the nation, because you are not making a law for your state. You are making a law for the federation. The National Livestock Production Scheme was introduced under the Vice President. Everything was packaged, but some states refused. Some states even refused ranches. So this matter requires good consideration. I agree with the bill, but then we need to be very careful in getting towards even the second debate, so that we have a community of opinions, we have consensus on how to go about it. That will be also, yes, I said it, it has to also go out to the West African neighbors. Otherwise, you will say you don't want them to come in. They will also say they will not want you to go into their own environment. And that is the information I wanted to put, Mr. President, sir.
Thank you. Oh, Senator Kawu?
Yes, sir.
After you,
Yes,
no more debates.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, representing Kanu South Senatorial District, Mr. President.
Now let's talk a bit about the last speaker before this man. He said they will ask us not to come into their land, into their country. And since we don't want them to come into our land, now I want to ask this annual when we go to their land, do we go to their land with AK-47? When we go to their land, so-called land, what they are saying, do we go there with AK-47? When we go to their land, do we go there and live in their bush? When we go to their land, do we go there and occupy their land and seize their land and seize their waterways? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it all. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in millions of people. We will make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message is seen moving. We will make sure we preach our leaders' message without fear or favor. Without fear or favor. Today, Senate presidents have realized that these people are coming with AK-47. Today, Senate presidents have realized that cows are not citizens of Nigeria. But that the man that started this fight, you want him to be inside. He's still in the dungeon. Well, and what did I said? I am coming back, and I will come back with hell. What is happening in Nigeria today? How much is dollar? What is happening in Nigeria today? How much is dollar? What is happening in Nigeria today? Can you travel in the night from east to the north? Can you travel in the night from the north to the west? What is happening in Nigeria today? And those that are protecting Nigeria, those that still believing in one Nigeria, I wonder who give birth to you. I wonder who give birth to you. And I said, may Nigeria happen to you. If we are protecting Nigeria, I said, may Nigeria happen to you. Let's continue.
From Kanu. Mr. President, quite all right. I listened to the mover of this bill attentively. And from my understanding, and from what I believe, and from what is in our hand, between the content of his debate and the bill, there is serious contradiction. And the content of his lead debate, or what he presented to the Senate today, totally is against Nigerian constitution, which we are practicing now. Mr. President, this is a very sensitive and serious matters. It is very sensitive and serious matters. It's beyond most of our thinking. I align myself with your position. You talk as a leader, and what you propose to us, I think, is a solution of this problem. It is a constitutional representation. We are representing people, and based on the constitution of Nigeria, I am totally against this bill. And it will not resolve the current challenges we are facing. It will compound our problem. You cannot in any way make a law for a particular section to protect some part of the country. Mr. President, I repeat it, I align myself with your position, and I am advising the leadership of this Senate. I am advising the leadership of this Senate, based on what you propose to us, based on your ideas, based on your experience. You are part of the and parcel of this leadership of this country for over almost 3 decades. Let the leadership come up with something very comprehensive, which protect the interests of each and every person in Nigeria. But going by this bill, it will compound our crisis in Nigeria. Some people close their eyes on what is going on, or what lead herders to go against farmers. There is so many issues which we need to attend. Mr. President, we used to see where herders and their cattle are pursuing, killing them, destroying their property from some part of the country, which is against the constitution. We cannot resolve this issue if we are sentimental. We need to be serious. We need to know that we are doing representation. And most of this issue is to do with the constitution. And if we are altering the constitution or amending the constitution, we need the consent of each and every person in Nigeria. I commend your foresight, and I align myself with some of the submission of Senator Steve, too, from North Central. But actually, Mr. President, the lead debate or this bill, in line with what he proposed to us, it is contrary against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we are not going to support it. We will fight it to the end, Mr. President. Thank you.
Yeah.
To be very circumspect in our attitude.
Now let's respond to the last speaker. If I heard what he said correctly, he said that some part of the region in Nigeria are destroying property belong to the Fulani Janjaweed. I think I got that right. Now let's show this animal warfare a video. This Okoko. Let's show him this video. I want you guys to watch. So now, this time of your cook, this malam. So this is how you will bring your own property to destroy someone's own in their own land. Using your cow to destroy farmers, laborers, to destroy what they planted in their farm. And you said in some region are destroying cows. Now watch this. What is this? Okay, this is somebody's farm. This is somebody's farm. He planted corn, maize, and others. Then cow will enter there and eat them all and destroy the farm. And if you are a farmer, you'll be happy, right? If you are the one that owns that farm, you'll be happy. You put your energy, you put your money, you planted. By the time for you to harvest, cows will enter and devour all the food stuff. And that is why when they smuggle in the regional system of government in House of Rep, first lady, they kick it out. The Northerners kick it out. And now that reminds me, where is that Okoko South Africa that said we have the numbers? You will use your numbers to make what you want. This thing was brought to House of Rep. First lady, the Northerners kick it out, and that's ends it. About the regional system of Nigeria, that they want to go back in 60s. They kick against it. They kick it out of the window. But annual fear, I told you again that guy agent in IPOB is APC agent. But he told you guys that let's use our number. Let's do this. Where is his number? Why didn't that regional system pass? Because the Northerners know what they want. They know that the moment we go into the regional system, that ends it there. And that's Tabuli Accord. That was what Ojukwu fought for. Let's continue listening to this man before we have to go to our main topic. This
lead debate, because the issue of ranching, cattle routes, and the rest of them have been in the front burner of national discourse in this country. Mr. President, I want to say here that the Constitution is not only made for one person, and that in contributing to debates of this nature, we must put national interest in focus. In the second reading of this bill is a fulfillment of one of the procedural requirements of lawmaking. There are other levels. We have the public hearing that will come, that will bring out the details of the law, where everybody will be invited to make contributions. We have not reached that stage. We also have a presidential assent that is required. We have not reached that stage. So I think that having agreed that this bill is very important and germane to our national situation now, I think that even those who are complaining about certain sections of the lead debate concede that they are not opposed to the bill. I therefore want to suggest that we allow the second reading of this bill to be committed to the relevant committees and for public hearing to be conducted, where all relevant stakeholders will be invited for them to make their contributions. At the end of the day, we'll get a bill that will make a law that will be acceptable to all Nigerians. I so submit, Mr. President.
Let me, Senator Babangida, you have a point of order. But just before then, let me correct myself. When I said that cows are not citizens, I may be right in that regard. But what the Constitution is talking about is movement of persons and properties. And therefore, that is corrected. So cows are properties owned by citizens, and they have a right to be moved from one point to the other. So, Senator Babangida, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, the Senate President and the Chair of the session. I'm Senator Babangida, who sees Fulani farmer conflict in Journal of Humanitarian and Social Services, Volume 8, Number 1.
Yeah. Biafrans, I want you to understand what just happened here. Senate President, went back to what he said before to explain. You see, men are not men. I said that nobody can be like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what I said, we have 4 cardinal points in IPOB. Remain fearless before your enemy. Second, always say the truth, even though it will lead you to the point of death. Third, help the needy and the poor. Fourth, live a good life for you to have a personal relationship with Chukwu Okike Abiama. Abio, send the Holy State message. Say, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Now, is citizen of Nigeria. You now come back again and told them that a cow have the right to move from one place to another. Who said who? Now they move when na Bennagu. Now they move when na Bennagu. That's why I say that nobody can be like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that say it all. You can wear a text message. Say, okay, now you are coming against us. We have to impeach you. Now, he said that a cow have the right to move from one place to another. So you will bring your cow all the way from the north into our land, destroy my property, destroy my farm yard. You say a cow have the right. Biafrans, there is nothing you can do in Nigeria. The best thing is to separate yourself from Nigeria. That's the best thing. You guys should remember when I talk about, let me use a minute to talk about this guy. What is this guy? Very dark man. I want you guys to go and check my video I made when that attack took place. I think that was in Plateau State. Yeah, and he went there to tell the world that it was not former header crash, that people attend to grab lands. It's about the resources and everything. Go and watch my video and watch what I said. And I said to him, brother, marvelous way. You did great. Email of Fuma, you did wonderful. But they will come after you. Go and watch that my video. I say, but they will come after you. Today, where is a very dark man? Very black dark man. Where is he today? Go and watch that my video. I said to him, you did a wonderful way to expose this more, but they will come after you. It's just time. Today, where is he today? So let me tell you guys, there's no how you will deal with these people that they will like you. No way. Because religion divides us with them deeply. They call us infidel. They call us infidel. And do you know what is infidel? That is why they will have cow, they will have sex with cow, they will send it to you. You will buy, you will now, just because I don't have much time, I think I will stop this here. Let's go to our main topic. Let's go to another topic about Tony One Bottle, Nzurumike. I want you guys to tag him. Tag this chat card media worms about the deputy HOD, Tony One Bottle, Nzurumike. As of from today, I want you guys to address him. Start addressing him. Tony One Bottle, Nzurumike. Let me see if I can bring the poster. Let me see if I can bring the poster. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring the. Yeah. On for there. On your defa. The deputy HOD told the One Bottle. I've ever there here. Told the One Bottle. Nzurumike. That is it. Let's check if we will have another picture. One more picture that is clear about him. Yeah. Because no tag here. Tag on Tony One Bottle Nzurumike. Yeah. I want you guys to tag in Tony One Bottle Nzurumike. No, the deputy HOD, Tony One Bottle Nzurumike. We have to talk about his trip to Italy. And I said his directly attack on Mazi Nnamdi. And that his trip to Italy vindicates all we have been saying before, that this is chat card media worms. What we are hearing from them, we are sent by this man. We are sent by this man. And today, you guys will also ask if this man guys will ask if this man take IPOB head of finance to court. What are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? We have a structure in IPOB Mazi can put in place. We have CRC. As a matter of fact, I don't think I remember when our leader take any IPOB member to court. That reminds me, and I want to point it out to you guys. When Chinasa Wankita told you guys that Nigeria government is trying to charge Mazi Nnamdi about extravagant spending of IPOB money. It's not Nigeria government. It's them. They are working for Nigeria government. Today, it will be established that they took IPOB head of finance to court. And I want to ask, did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell them to take Madam Nnamdi to court? It's a question. I need the answer. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told this man, this cabals, to sue Madam head of finance to court? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send this kabat Chinasa Wankita Chika Paul doesn't make enemy at the gate? Tony one bottle. Nzurumike Chukwudo former Isaiah Oba Osinabani. Did our leader ask them to take our department, IPOB head of finance, to court? I want you guys to be the answer. Now, I about pure so now some of the respond. We will be started from there. We will start it from there. Now I will tell you that these men, they are gone. They are gone, and they know that they are gone. They know that they are gone from IPOB family. They know. And remember, I told them that this thing they are grouping that's attacking our brother's family and Madam Nenianya, they will come after them. And today is coming after them. They are coming after them. Isaiah Oba, a HOD, is begging 1,000 teeth, Methuselah, on his podcast. Calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm on it. Can you imagine that? When our leader is there, when you hear the word HOD, DOS, I said, no, you're a member of DOS. Ebube. But guess what? This man, this kabas, Chinasa Wankita, Chineke Yapoko, Tony Nzurumike, Chineke Yapoko, Tony one bottle. Chika Paul doesn't make enemy at the gate. Osinabani. Because they want to brought Madam Nenianya down. They don't know at the same time they are doing what? Trying to bring trying to rob party in that name DOS. Today, nobody care, nobody respect that name. But we that hardcore, we that will respect our leaders' instruction, we that will respect IPOB code of conduct, we will always respect that word DOS, because DOS is not a name of anybody. It's a name of a structure created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will talk about what a conversation I have with a brother, my close friend. I will not mention his name, with one autopilot that live in Italy, in Germany. Maybe not to this program, maybe next program. I will talk about it. Because in anything about Biafra, wetter than wet and wetter than snow. Now, let's go to Tony One Bottle. Let's bring one of the video. It's less small. Let's bring up.
Somebody like Nnamdi, our financial secretary or minister, at a point of time, organization like IPOB, a woman decided that at a time, teaching our money last year no win. Over in our view, over you go up to say, Madam, no problem. This a guy, that people cherry dear no. In case I come mama tomorrow, nigga put this money. Or I don't know why you need to get when you was operate that now. Need to put this money. Their generation will pay for this money. So that someone like me, financial secretary in the IPOB now pressure zone. Someone like you, we have no courage tomorrow to think about what's IPOB money one side. I can draw everybody. Udochia. Thank you, my brother. The war, Mazi.
In case, if you don't know the deputy HOD, this is the man. His name is Tony Nzurumike. But as of today and upwards, after was Tony one bottle Nzurumike. This IPOB deputy HOD. So I want you guys to hear from him.
And his question is very valid. And we're the more worried about the whole thing, the saga with Nene and our money. I don't know if I have a rival in terms of being worried. It's quite perturbing, of course, and a disaster in Germany. But anything like that happens has its own origins. It has its own origin. I didn't want to lead a mass in America, but when I'm a human being called, why a human being? A human being of course they're perfect. Why I made mistake? Because here I made a mistake was made. A man went for you now about so-called head of finance man in the coin head, who is in that department, the world. No, so only you. When we created IPOB account in Germany, I was then the national coordinator. I had my signature there because the bylaw of Yahoo organization, Yahoo registration, requires that my signature goes in there. But I still have to, as at that time, I still had to have a long hand, long finger, long leg, not to go too close. Why? Because as no one yet in charge in here about finance IPOB. So I can only have my signature there, had the opportunity to observe. Now, if yes, I told Diego here and there. No one I told Diego. But I had no power to withdraw, no power to transact, nothing. Now, boom, Kiri, you can see or you can observe, but you have no powerless when you get. So that time was maybe once in a year or twice or three times in a year if I had a zeal. You see, come there, that's all. But then there was only one. Because she reported only to Mazi. Then they want respect for HOD, respect.
Biafrans, when I forget to start puta, but before point alone out, confession now from him. Let's go back. First of all, Tony one bottle Nzurumike. We learn that no woman being is perfect. Now our leader is a woman being, which is correct. But he's trying to justify what he's trying to do. The attack on our leader. We make that statement. And that is why I have to go the mistake. And that's why they use that word. That no human being is perfect. And our leader is a human being. So how we're doing this thing to justify the attack or what you want to say about our leader. Now, another one thing confession may hear. He said that now, Madam Nenyanya report to our leader. Before now, more Mazi have wound that now. And we 3 people now report direct to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 3 people. And I will moon that now. Madam Nenya, head of finance, Chukwudo former, head of media, and Chika Pole Doziem. These are people they report straight to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But that time, I know Madam Nenya attack. That in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in charge, that Madam Nenya should report to Chika Pole Doziem. They take this thing, these lies, this propaganda. They allow it to fly just because they want to unleash attack on Madam Nenianya. But today, today's Nzurumike have confessed. I've told you people, even Nagunu before, that the way our leader structured this movement, that these three people report to our leader directly. No, they are both on their own. They are equal on their own. And that is why Ngunu, that Chika Paul cannot do anything to Madam Nenianya. That when they are saying, expel him, do this, do this. I told you guys, these people report directly to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you don't hear it, let me take it back again. Let me take it back again and take it back.
About finance IPOB. So I can only have my signature there. I had my signature there because the bylaw of Yahoo organization, Yahoo registration requires that my signature goes in there. But I still have to, as at that time, I still had to have a long hand, long finger, long leg, not to go too close. Why? Because as no one in charge in here about finance IPOB. So I can only have my signature there. Had the opportunity to observe. Now, if we have yes, I told Diego here and there. No one I took a Diego. But I had no power to withdraw, no power to transact, nothing. Now, boom, Kiri, you can see or you can observe, but you have no power. There's one you can do. So that time was maybe once in a year or twice or three times in a year if I had a zeal. You see, come there, that's all. But then there was only one. Because she reported only to Mazi. Then there was no respect for HOD, no respect for anybody.
Because she reported to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then how come? Just because our leader is on mission today, then you guys think Madam Nenianya will report to Chika Paul Edoziem? Why? Why do you think so? Then ask yourself, during the time of Uchemefo, did our head of finance report to Uchemefo? The answer is no. During the time of Omiomio, Uchenna Segu, did head of finance report to Omiomio? The answer is no. Why now? Ego. Let me tell you something. Actually, I'm going to something. If with this man, this cabas, when Onyendu have this problem, they never believe that Onyendu will make it up to today. And that is why they move to the account, to our finance. This woman will take our money. No, let's know what's happening here. They never believe that Onyendu will make it up to today. Well, this will be a story for another day. Let's continue.
Because again, yeah, of course, I'm coming to that one. Exactly. Then what happened? At some point, and all that, somehow got employed. We have an office here. One full-time job, and professional. I won't black and an office. Of course, it's the office of that's supposed to be maintained by the HOD and deputy HOD, of course. But inside the same office, we have a department for finance, just an office. A critical idea. So, okay, since you've been.
Dear fans, only now this only one bottle. Now good now, only a professional job. He's still holding Madam Nenianya money up to today. The money he borrowed our head of finance, his own personal money he borrowed Madam Nenianya, he's still holding Madam Nenianya money up to today. But here, the man castigating onye loli ọdụdụ n'udu mmiri, someone that helped him out when he have nothing. Oge agụụ na-achị igbe na Germany, a woman nyere ya aka, marry everything. Now even I can say the woman today. But do you know what amazed me? This man in Judea, nobody could have been able to ask this man Ajuju a very important question. Nobody. They are afraid. Let's continue because I have a lot of video to play today, and I want to end this program today.
Employed to take care of we can run finance. So you can be coming there, you get letter, you check the letter box, and if something for the leadership, drop it on my desk. She knows my desk, she passes through my office to her own, or she can go through the corridor or through the reception room. So it was going on like that. Then at some point, because I know it's 2018. It's 2018, January. And I need the salary. You are well employed, fine. Because I think the idea for her not be tempted to mess up with the phone. So, the boss now, I believe in Germany, or not job. She can get a job at happy go over. Happy go over. Why can't they go back home? Oh, my can need people are suffering, people God made something and we had Janaka. I want a widows, they can come in this money. Families are closed, baka complete, and what they have for only one son is gone, fighting for Biafra. You know, Nigeria never here now go from this now our money kid. You can't even we're all voluntary. All voluntary kind now what they do is now fight now bad they oh, I think some time ago, if I may tell you, I won't reveal exactly where, but on behalf of Ipob, spend my 5,000. Mazi me force Nnamdi. Mazi reason no gaga. Mazi about European. We went to that thing and took a very heavy risk. Ebana Hagaga. A very serious journey we made. Nobody has refunded that money. Yes. On one hand. Or pocket, or sacrifice. But I want to know that salary. You were one day say what? I thought some point someone you know that sign not come salary increase. This is before Chukwuka Biamaga. I don't want him that way. I'm telling you, consider I'm still angry rich. I'm still very, very angry. And on that day, I say, you won't you put that to them, tell it to her. You are a criminal. Or someone get I'm not I get a report. When you say go and report. See, you were a criminal again. What you're receiving here, our finance, you know, I want a national web data, and we have on your child companies, consultants, because here I'm involved, you know, task. No, we hindi so I know we have a. I may accord them what how want to make it? How want to afford to see your salary and they keep poor record. She was not comfortable with that. Yeah, that to me. I know you do not see sign. So you do let me know. You do knows me. One of my contacts. I will go and give them to sign for your increment. She got angry. That is even where my sleep Kemunaya started to explode from that day going forward. And when they got to today, Munaya were like this. What happened to this now? Because now she was the one having only the sole power to that account. Okay, that's why she had the temerity to get her. How did Tinubu say it? She grab it and run and snatch it and run away. Some people never hear what anything to do with that. National coordinator to come in, Germany national coordinator came in to replace Onyenke, replace him. And as he came in, he had to go and sign on. Then I got angry. Now started fighting. Onyendu should remove the national coordinator to Germany. And on one day, I saw a forum letter to sign that I have to withdraw from that account my signature. I cannot see what happens there. I said, those is my witness. Oh, yeah, can you the letter to forward to me? Yes.
I see that.
I will go one day in that office that only this thing I should not see what is happening in the account. So am I empowered like you? I'm only seeing where and I'm a one time. I was just once in a year or 2 times in a year. Why are you telling me what Onyendu say? When you can tell me, call me and tell me directly. Oh no, you're not in contact. What are you telling me? Because I don't like all this shake. Spade and spade. I don't care. I don't care. Get it home. I don't care. Why can't you jump tomorrow? Put some evidence. Okay,
I don't care. Work everything swim. This is the struggle. Plus, you had the struggle. You want me? Plus, I had the struggle. I don't care. You know what? Because they know they are gone. This man talking, it was the same Madame Nyanya recommended him to be a DOS member. The same Madame Nyanya, you could go Ogago to live in Germany. And according to King's Eze, what's the siege of this man? Nzurumike. Oh, God, the national coordinator, who is Madame Nyanya, didn't call up then. And this guy never contributed nothing. But here, this man traveled all the way from Germany to Italy to deceive the gullible ones. To deceive the gullible ones. Today, only got 1,000 teeth Methuselah. That even name me to the name or now 1,000 teeth Methuselah is telling them what Onyendu said. Those that conspired to take over from him when he was in Kuje prison, what happened to them? He's playing that clip yesterday. We come to that. That program will be a separate program. I etindi otimbolombo utezo kuchineke. Ezo kuchineke. Utezo kuchineke. Listen, if you are in this struggle with your beginning and you're a broadcaster, you don't need to be in a group. As if they may only attack, no. Because when in this struggle to beginning, the message is gonna pass. Also gonna pass where it connected spiritually. Or put up be in a group, create a WhatsApp group, go and attack this person, go and attack this person. Today, this is what is going on. Today, they have given they have told you because they refuse to attack this person. This is the problem. Let's continue.
What are we talking about? As at the time she went to close that account, she never left with anything less than 1 million, according to my calculations at that time. What are my widows? What are my family clothes? What about Papa Hagaga?
As scheduled before.
What are we talking about? I never be here, man. I never be here, man. You see, not the hidden place on the column there. We don't have our address. You know, that maybe we are not talking to her. I ain't a lawyer now in Germany. I actually, it's a police country. I want to also agent and fight such things. I never money as a boy for young Manoli or this and that. We just decided, the leadership decided to follow it in a legal procedure. Or we can return all the money to where it belongs because according to the laws of association and organization, or person may have home.
Yes.
So the thing is ongoing. No man here take time.
Yes.
But if you fail, is it?
Man, yes.
The process is on.
Oh, Margaret, please, one guy, want that money back. No. Whether she, whether prison or not, she has to bring the money back. That's all. I'm not interested in her punishment.
You want her to go to give the money for the children?
Or return all that money to the people. As simple as that. That's why his question is valid. His question is valid, and I'm not here to massage the whole thing. I'm going to get straightforward. And here, give me a chico today.
They are whiter than whiter.
Thank you for your spoken. Thank you. Mazi, yes. I want to join something HOD now, Deputy HOD. About that the truth of the matter, we are pursuing it hardly in Germany and there. But you know the problem. That liaison office is in Nyanya's name. Maybe only she chef Kunka. So later in our bear one they are now hide. So I'm going to court to go to court. Yes, she's here the thing. So it's about 3 weeks ago, Camila, the national court, didn't find it out now. Court to rule the thing. Rule had small justice because they have been calling us Ayana because we are not seeing the letter.
Notification.
You see, now with the appeal again, which if you watch a calendar, they are so disturbed. So, when he had that, even able to cover here, most of you will need to do a so, but sorry to cut it, the key to the letter box.
Exactly.
Yes. So somebody would have time to go in there to check what kind of, or them back.
No, I'm going to judge. You have to talk about this. Go ahead.
Now, Biafrans, from their mouth, they take IPOB head of finance to court. What did our constitution say? What the code of conduct said? The code of conduct permit it? Did code of conduct permit it? The answer is no. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ask them to take IPOB head of finance to court? The answer is no. Then if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not permit them to do so, who are they working for? In my program, when I say things, I go evidence and everything. If our leader did not ask them to take IPOB head of finance to court, and these men, these cabals, took IPOB finance head to court, who are they working for? And here, when he said it's people's money, is the association did not permit him to do so. Now, I want to remind you guys what Chinasa Wankita said some years ago. Then from there, I want you guys to connect the dots.
Nigerian government plan to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of extravagant spending of an organization money. If you people don't know, so they want to rub it on our head. Because the Nigerian government plan to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of extravagant spending of an organization money. If you people don't know, so they want to rub it on our head.
This is some years ago. Chinasa Wankita is telling you Nigeria government plan to sue Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about extravagant spending IPOB money. Now today, who is taking Madam Nnamdi to court in Germany? Mazi. Today, who is taking Madam Nnamdi to court? Who is taking IPOB head of finance to court? I'm just asking you guys. These men are working for Nigeria government. They have compromised. And I also told you guys, go and listen to that two-week message from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, what he said. And I wanted to say to them, he will not ask them to stop, but with their eyes, they will see how Chukwuka is working. China, someone could have told you, Nigeria government plan to sue Mazi Nnamdi about extravagant spending IPOB money. Okay, our leaders spend there, our leader is extravagant, our money is extravagant. And today I'm asking you, who is taking IPOB finance department to court? This man. And this man asked them, did Mazi Nnamdi authorize it? The answer is no. And who are they working for? In my platform, I have a small platform. When they go back with Chineke, even the money will team Bodombo. And I challenge, if anyone want to take a debate on this, come up. And in that, we'll tell your facts. If not, now, and if we hear what their Ellen boy, KK, said, that German government have given Madame Nyanya victory. He called them the small victory, but they have already appealed the decision because Madame Nyanya sees their letters. We are waiting. So I ask again, did IPOB code of conduct permit this man to sue a member of DOS, not even a member, or permit any of us to take our people to court against finance? Did he? No. On issue of IPOB, on the issue of this movement, it can take anybody to court. Maybe you have a personal something with that person. Okay, that's your own. But issue that connected IPOB, you taking that person to court? I want you guys to know where these men are coming from, to know who this man is working with. Let's bring another video. Let's do that video.
The leadership is doing what it has to do to support his release. In as much as there are cows, everybody knows there are cows on the field of legality, but things have been sorted out to make sure that it is in his own best interest. We have used so many means, including individuals, to go to speak to him, so that those deceiving him to take the wrong decision will not succeed, because it is not in best interest that he is now the one representing himself talking in the court. It's so bad, isn't it? And that we never saw before. We had a strategy. The strategy was our team of lawyers, very, very formidable lawyers, they won the case. As simple as that. Now, fix your step on that and fight and make sure that that very pronouncement from that court stands. And we had the opportunity to do that. It was just there. In the worst case scenario, we can invite some necessary, waters to now step into to make sure that because the zoo was feeling already uncomfortable in that very case, in that very situation, with the Zeko manager. That zoo was completely crumbled and obliterated completely. And my brothers and my sisters, this was where we were. That's where we were. And the zoo had no chance. They were like, where do we go from here now? you know, I don't want to use a very raw word here. In Igbo language, that's the way you say it. When you hold them somewhere, you know. You know, so they had no chance at all with that very, you know, situation. Until somehow some people went to, you know, deceive our leader. Will put it that way. I'm a very straightforward person. That's the other option will be better. An option where our leader will now be the one standing and defending this and that. It's not supposed to be that way. But I thank God that we are still on it, making sure that the right thing happens. So, at this juncture, I want to thank all of you once more and say, let us be more than this very number by next time. Yeah. Let us be more than this, and that will take not only your coordinator, and it will take all of us. It will take our effort to bring back some of our brothers who somehow maybe were not focused like you. We can bring them back, let them be more focused again, talk to them. And because people must understand, we have no other option. I have tried my best to research whether we have an option.
Now, let's talk about this. You see the reason I call this man You see the reason I call this man all of them are they cannot even ask Jojo a simple question. Truth. Now, Nzurumike said, 21 bottle said that they have a good lawyers that won the case on appeal courts and they stand on it. That is the reason why they want to stand on it, and people convince our leader to take another way. Now, none of them able to ask this man a very important question. Fine. The appeal courts discharged and acquitted our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is 100% truth. They asked him to go. That is true. That is truth. Now, the same appeal court grants state execution against our leader. This man, they want to kill this man. Only one bottle. See, after this appeal court judgment from our leader, they want to appeal again about the state. Why did the court granted Nigeria government the state execution? And also, can you tell us the judgment of the appeal court on the state execution? You have number one question. Okay, apart from the state execution again, why did this man, this so execution, the San execution, and Ejiofor, why did they go to Supreme Court? Why did they pave way to go to Supreme? Why did they go to Supreme Court? If only they want to stick on that appeal court judgment. This man cannot ask this question. This is common question that everybody will ask. It doesn't take anything to know what we ask regardless of this issue. After the appeal court judgment, and we state execution, Zim appeal court. Why did Nigeria government won that case, state execution against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And can you tell us and explain to us about the decision of the appeal court on the state execution? But you know what? You guys cannot read or put out that the judgment are not on media. The judgment is on media everywhere. Okay. I want you to hear. I want you guys to hear from Counter Kanu. Let me see if I see how. Yeah, I want you guys to hear from Counter Kanu. Why? Why did federal government win that case? Let me see if I have it here. Okay, let's hear from Counter Kanu. I don't need to explain again. I want you guys to hear from Counter Kanu.
From the horse's mouth. Now, Mazi, now I want you to clarify this appeal court and a federal high court where we are. What transpired in appeal court to federal high court, please.
The issue of appeal court is very, very disappointing for obvious reasons. The people that are supposed to give Nnamdi the best defense, protection, ended up messing up his case. In quote, I can say that they betrayed Nnamdi. But I have to summarize this in two ways, two sentences. Why the stay? Because I heard many people talking about Nnamdi will not stand trial. Nnamdi will not stand trial. And why they are saying these things? Because they never understood what happened. And they never read the ruling of the appeal court, which I posted in my wall. And you know, sometimes they are reluctant. They want people to explain everything to them before they can understand. What I have to say is this. One, that barrister, I would say that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was a witness to the same case he was defending. This is the reason for the state of execution.
Okay.
That he was a witness to the same case he is defending. And the appeal court found that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor affidavit is contradictory, laden with hearsay, and did not pass the legitimacy and credibility of law. Quote, that was why they stayed the execution. So this is for those who do not know what happened, and for those who don't want to read and who don't want to understand, because people are telling them what to believe, people are telling them what to do, and they swallowed it. Who can think it? That is why we are where we are today, because they refuse to understand what happened, because they could not read the judgment. But I'm glad Nnamdi have sacked them. And that is the end of discussion.
Wow. And yeah, and okay, and the federal high court and that's why we are in the federal high court now, right? That's the whole thing that brought us back to the federal high court, wasn't it?
Yes, we are back to federal high court today for one reason. Everyone heard what Supreme Court said, that we should go back to high court, Binta Nyako's court, to discuss the rest. But it's very funny that it's only in Nigeria where Supreme Court will give an order and the magistrate court will not obey it.
It's quite funny. And Mazi, if you remember the last sitting on I think it wasn't on the 19th of March, when Binta Nyako was quoting, she was trying to be funny when Ejimako, our late counsel, and his team were, bombasting her with important evidence. And she was like, try to prove that they're supposed to had a kind of code of conduct that guided them. But how would that be that you granted,
I will stop it here one more time. Now, you have heard from Kanu, and you that are watching me, it's out there. The judgment of that appeal court on state execution is there. The judgment of the appeal court. Opulo kan takan we delian. Opulo ese come delia. Opulo define your for delia. Opulo the white council delia. This is the judgment from the appeal court. The reason they granted Nigerian government the state execution is there. If you doubt you don't have it, impulse me, I will send you the judgment. You go ahead by yourself. That Ifeanyi Ejiofor did they take out Davis. And when they ask Ifeanyi Ejiofor, also they say not take the Davis. Now Antonio Nzurumike is telling you this worker million no Italy. And when you judge it, so are you telling me that this man I can be across on media about this issue, about the state execution? In actually, one of these men I can afford the judgment of the appeal court on state execution. Mazi now can say 100 men. 100 men. At the end of the day, our first lady probably in the 5%. But we are glad. We are glad. Now, I don't have much time on our side. Now let's bring another video.
When you do it, you are line at total today. Is to fill the vacuum. That means have to feed widows. Remember the people on daily basis, ordering for the money to for this project. I'm telling you what I know. He's on. This is honesty. Here can you at the leadership. And that is why we are standing firm. That's why we're standing firm. Nene Brugo, yes. But him the idea of taking away that money or that fund, or is it to collapse this struggle? Is that the target? I can do that target. You can sponsor the struggle and everything will collapse. So we have legal department, we have medical department for those of them who are wounded and all that. We have to do their job. And then we have so many other, or even a welfare, Makandino prison. Almost on a daily basis to treat them. I wanted thousands of guys picked up by the zoo Alamajiri on the street. Mandina Madi here, Ipob in medicine. People, I'm telling you, innocent women were picked up just like that.
Dear fans, when we told you guys that no lies don't last test of time, but truth lasts test of time. The sack lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Gwadu no wole go Ipob nenye. The sack lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Gwadu no wole go Ipob nenye. Then after then, can't go tell you. We say we're joy about. Is that about a good in one account? Is that about $90,000 US? I don't know if I'm not mistaken. Or another different story or war song you don't want to explain today. But today, we go from 21 bottle that the lawyers will go. Now, who are paying the lawyers? The lawyers. But if I haven't happened before, the whole legal now let's take it back again. Not very important. I want to take this place back.
You need
Let's start. Let's.
No, line at Twitter today is to fill the vacuum.
Okay.
That means have to feed widows. Remember the people on daily basis, ordering for the money to Enya, for the money to for this project. I'm telling you what I know. He's on. This is honesty. Here can you the leadership, and that is why we are standing firm. That's why we're standing firm. Nene Brugo, yes, but him the idea of taking away that money or that fund, or is it to collapse this struggle? Is that the target? I can do that target. You can sponsor the struggle, and everything will collapse. So, we have legal department, we have a medical department. For those of them who are wounded and other, we have to do their job, and then we have so many other, or even a welfare. Makandino na prison. Then on Ghana, almost on a daily basis to treat them. I even thousands of.
Now, let's go to the one bottle. He was trying to accuse Madame Nenianya on nothing. A woman that stands with our leader Mazi Kanu. A woman that respects IPO because of conduct. A woman without her today. I am the money I put the lawyers on the Kumakia. Both my Zokome. I am man. Now, Biafrans, I want you guys to follow me up. Let's connect the dots. These people won't do she. Do you remember Umweli account? Do you remember Umweli account? Do you remember how much pressure on Madame Nenianya to transfer all the money to Umweli account? That lead to Asdelai TV. Use it to attack Madame Nenianya, blackmail her, bully her. Based on the information, Paul a lot of pressure was on Madame Nenianya to transfer the money to Umweli account, and also Chinyelo winning then. And Madame Nenianya said no, that money not in her position goes nowhere. Everything, now to that June, because where is the Umweli account? Kebe the Umweli account today. So, when Madame Nenianya transfer today, Umweli account has been what? Madam Olibe go Lego. Add the 5 people in charge of that Umweli account. 5 people. 5 people in charge of that Umweli account. When time comes, at the appropriate time, we'll talk about it. They will tell us about the money. So, all when they brought your money, Madam Nene brought your money, waiting Umweli account. Then, and Madam Olibe will kuchi that Umweli account. Wega goes wega. Kebe struggle ayadi. According to Nzurumike, us not to collapse the struggle. Now, Madame Nene refused to do that, which prompts at the end of the day, Chukwud the Ofoma came on radio to tender apology to Madame Nene. Now, when they did not succeed on that, guess what? They go after Madame Nene personally about the money in a position. They have taken her to court. They have taken her to court. Who is the enemy here? Are you with the enemy now? Who is the enemy within? Who is the enemy? Who? Now, that they are paying for the lawyers. But if I came and tell you guys they are not paying the lawyers. And again, We'll come to that about Ezekome. How much they pay Ezekome. We'll come to that. Let's continue.
Guys, picked up by the zoo Alamajiri on the street. Minding a mad in Ipob in a medicine. People, I'm telling you, innocent to me were picked up just like that. You need to know what is happening behind the scene. And it's not something you go to take care of without funds. Or the worst thing you will face, lacking funds to face this thing. And we don't want this struggle to collapse because they buy naga. What better that? We must continue, we must social run. So, only that the dime you contribute, anytime you contribute, we even a whole lot of more are needed to make sure that we progress and fight ahead and move forward and relieve the last investment. Come on, going to get our people. We decided to embark on agricultural project because people can die en masse. It's not every time bullets kill people. Sometimes people die of hunger. People die of slightest disease because they have been lacking the supportive elements in their system for the immune system to work because of anahiriri. Then you see that person, because of mosquito bite, he's gone. And I add that boom. Go and count how people have died in the last 10 years in Biafra. People. We're not talking. So what can IPOB do? What can IPOB do to somehow, reduce that menace or to curb that very menace? If we invest in agriculture today, next year people are not going to cry of hunger. They will have overflow and they will bring them to the market and sell them much cheaper to others who are not cultivating and still have energy to cultivate another year again.
Now, my people, listen. Even for this, my one acquaintance. That is why I ask our people to go back to farm. The farm you ask our people to go back to. How about the cows that are destroying this thing? Have you been able to control your land? Have you been able to capture your land to make sure that this Fulani is not coming in? We saw on daily basis how these cows are destroying the farm land. We saw it. Now today, now. Mazalo onye na-asị asị anyị nwa ọmụnwa ka ife anyị eji ọfọ unu anụgo n'ọnụ to Nzurumike that they pay the lawyers, and I want you guys to ask him. Those ụmụ nwoke amụ mmiri did not even ask him, but who is paying for the lawyers? Who is paying? Anyị na-emechi ụmụ nwoke amụ mmiri Julietali. Now let's bring another one.
Coin their own imaginations and come with a logical way of approaching things, which I am the same like another person who also think the way you think. But what is happening behind the scenes is something else. We have a situation where, for whatever reasons, there have been some deviation from the way things are supposed to, to be run. You guys have seen it yourself. All of a sudden, the document is not there, and Mazi, Ejiofor is not there, and all that. And then you ask yourself, it's only do not that way. Did he not sign? Did he not approve that these two step aside and then they just, oh, we're not washing his brain? And I don't know how to go about reverting or reversing that very effect.
Unanole, he's telling you guys, out of a sudden, Ezekome and the Ejiofor is out of the picture. That no one now watch his brain. Just because the decision only end to take it did not suit them. Because only end to know that these men are sellouts. They are against it. And he's talking about Ezekome. Today is not going to be for the program for Ezekome. I will expose him once more. Today, you guys know about the new national anthem, the change. But these are the man. And what he said, say you don't want Nigeria to do what? To break everything. These are the man. As yes, not the very for this thing, very committed to our leader's case. The man has been compromised if you don't know. The order of the night that they gave him is part of it. Maybe by tomorrow, so that I will do the pro. He will see the energy. The man is telling you how he wants Nigeria to unite, how he wants Nigeria to go forward. You after seeing that kind of energy, and you compare that another one. He said, if our leader come out and say that what they said that he don't like, they will tender apology. When he was preaching to Biafrans, that Onye should come out, let's join hands together. On the preach like Bible. Or okwu onye lile aka na abụ. Okwu onye lile aka na abụ. Okwu onye lile aka na abụ. And Tony One Bot is telling you that there's people that deceiving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's continue because I ain't waste much time. We are spending over 2 hours something.
That the brain is washed to another level, and I have to bring it back to stabilize it and then for him not to. The reason why I'm saying this is because he has taken a step. He has approved these people that are there. Although you saw him in court with them, with Nnamdi and all that. I don't believe in hiding. I'm not a petty. We all saw him korokoro.
My point about despite of national,
yeah,
Ipob right as IP association to bring a lawyer, say whatever lawyer bring this man must be.
Excuse me. IPB has so many rights. We have been having a lot of rights. What happened with your money within the net? We also have rights, but it's not what happened. In the bottom matter, we're right. Are you going to force a lawyer on the neck of our leader? You cannot. He has to. Our leader, I don't know what people think about it. The man can decide what he wants to do. He made a decision, maybe on the pressure of through misleading approach from some quarters. But it's up to you if you have made your own decision. He's the defendant. He's the one that has to be defended. And he has the right to make choices. You cannot, as an organization, say you have a right and therefore you will impose a lawyer on him if he doesn't want. There's nothing you can do about it. We have discouraged, we saw it coming, we discouraged it and tried. We use the necessary tools, people we sent to speak to him and say, this is your own interest. But at the end of the day, he made the wrong decision. Do you remember when one of his siblings came up and said they have been ordered to open the radio? Yeah. Which doesn't exist today. We do believe he did order them to do so. My brother, if
our Biafra radio is existing, now he's telling them that Onyendu is the one that okay it. But other people are saying that. And when China Sanwo was asked, did the Onye authorize Biafra radio? China Sanwo say he doesn't want to say it, he doesn't want to talk about it. But today, the deputy HOD told one bottle. Have told you guys that it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That tells you people, and that is why Iwanyan came out and told us that Onyendu is not with this man. That Onyendu have do what? Have moved away from this man. That Onyendu is not IPOB, but he made a mistake. He wanted to mention the names of this man. And he said that the IPOB was the first people, the people that wrote press statement against him. And he said, Onyendu have moved away. I know that now. You want to make more. When I naturally the work more. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have moved away from these people. Chika Pole does not know anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. The same told one bottle. You can see what is telling you guys here. So if you want to hear from our leader, or if you want to know what's happening to this movement, join Kanu Takanu. And follow the White Council by Salwa Ejimako on Twitter and Facebook. You can ask them questions through their platform or their profile. You can ask the question through S handle or inbox. Say no. Dana call you na agbari ko onyala. A man do just like the appeal court, the state execution. The press, this judgment is there. A go there, man can go assassin the keep na everywhere. You cannot lead. You cannot imagine what to do. Let's continue.
We have the points together. Where is the tenant before them? Don't come up with you know me. What opens our life?
So we don't know. Our lovely sister. We love you.
Make it this charger.
Yes.
Make it this charger. One. Go ahead.
The man was on this area. The man was actually confessing. This laptop media, or can capture even this man that confess. Why not he stake? I normally want to confess because on the Chile can agwe okun on and the Tio Timbodombo and agwe akan on. Laptop media can the whole world know the confession of Tony one but Tony Nzurumike. Obupu the camera. But still yet, emutekwe. Kaina aga.
Exactly. So when I go ask them that go. So we believe the same thing happened when he traveled. We didn't know. The same thing, my brother. He traveled to Kenya. We didn't know when he went to Kenya. Not once, not twice. But Kanu knows. But Kanu knows, are we in a family business? If you want to follow the structure, you test. Okay. Anthony has been there as national coordinator of Switzerland.
Did you guys hear what Tony Wombot is saying? That's why he traveled to Kenya. He didn't let them know. Not one, not twice, not right. That he traveled, he didn't let them know. And these men were upset. But believe me, remember before now, Tony Wombot told us that he was always in communication with Mazi and Kanu. They speak on phone. And Chinas and Wankita told us that he was on communication with Mazi and Kanu until that very day. And on 19th, it's supposed to be a meeting, which Onyendu personally called Chikapole Doziem. And when I was hitting it, and when it get too hot, Isaiah confessed, say yes, they're supposed to have a meeting on 19th, which Onyendu invite them all. And actually South Africa, when you want to say it because there's too much fire on it, as I was hitting it, it's okay. He want to say, he said he has to take excuse from the cabal. Say he want to use it as an to say what he want to say. And he confessed that there's supposed to be a meeting on 19. And all of them were there. And Onyendu was missing. Onyendu did not come to that meeting. On 20, Onyendu did not come. 21st, Unano from Onyendu. 22nd, Unano from Onyendu. Till after 8 days, the most thing, or the first thing you guys did is to turn 360 degrees to blackmail innocent man. Say that Onyendu was on Monday playing. But you guys supposed to be on meeting with Onyendu. And Onyendu did not come on that meeting. And Chinasa Nwodu told you guys that Kanu was trying to negotiate with people that hold Onyendu to pay ransom for them to release Onyendu. But it was the same man that told you guys that when he was called and asked, he said Onyendu was on the mountain praying. Can't guy say so? I see. But today we have destroyed them all with Ezogu Chineke. We have destroyed them all with Ezogu Chineke. On our now this struggle or family business, but China's and one kita sister, non Italy, when a mayor treasurer, who finance minister, China's and one kita, her sister, because they succeeded to hijack the IPOB account in Italy. That's why you guys did not hear about it. But in Germany, they failed to do that. They failed to hijack it. In South Africa, the welfare account, Nzurumike and Co. created. Do you know how much they have moved in that account? That welfare account, hundreds of thousands of lands in there, Abugo. The other day I made a problem about it. In school, they go and pull out from there. If they get DOS, pull the whole money out from there. Ndoshi. Oh yeah, let's continue.
We intend to make very different journeys that would have taken our head and nothing will happen. But we did. It was his money. It was my money. It was my money. That's the comfort. You would have to tell you, not saying, but you tell. It will come out clear now. How are you going to hide? So these are the problems we're having. I will need a potato. We need to sit down together. See, this cannot go continue. It cannot continue. But once you get correct, we should have it corrected. If we have to forge ahead all together, we have to have it corrected. And make use of your structure or kitchen cabinet.
Exactly.
They wanted, it's not DOS is there for you as an advisory body. Then let it.
Are you talking about structure? That if I already that come out, you need to sit down. The same thing Chinas and Wanketa is saying. The same thing this chat card media worms are saying. That this will never remain the same again. On I forgot the people they send about that message. Okay, now go to the Okpo Biafra child. Okpo Biafra child. Now it can never remain, this can never remain the same again. After South Africa, they don't care that they must change it. On I forgot the people they send over for this topic. On I forgot the people they send over for this topic. When they put this thing with Deputy HOD, Tony one bottle, Nzurumike. When they put this, they make this statement. Iwezole ezo apụtago ife. Iwezole ezo apụtago. Iwe dị n'okpuru mmiri esego enu. When we are telling you guys that these are the men that send these guys to say this, we are asking. On us that this will never remain the same again. That if Onyendu is out, they must sit down and talk. Who is this annual fetching Tony one bottle. Without Madame Nenyanya, Madame Nenya help you. Even the monobolo we can hear. In a professional job in Italy, Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. You know, onye ndị ya anọ. Ebe ka ya fụrụ onye ndu ka na ọpụta. Onye ndu, listen, Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi is someone that cannot predict. Don't surprise that onye ndu will not even listen, will not even mention these people's name. A man know the name of those people know me. And they will fade away. They know that. And before now, they have group. Like last year, you guys will remember how this chat card media warrior, how they are attacking Madame Nenyanya, attacking our last family. Today, I'm asking them, how far? When they are saying that anywhere these men go, they will go. You remember when Methuselah is saying it, all of them are saying it. But today, have they saying it? Biafra is a spirit. Chukwu okike abịa metiri ọgbaghara akpa asịsa anyị na-asasa asịsa now. Isaiah Yoruba na-agwa Methuselah 1000 teeth. See, you know, I'm on this issue. Calm down now. Calm down now. I told you guys before now that they have kicked Isaiah Yoruba out. Isaiah Yoruba doesn't know what this Kaba is doing because they told him that he's the one engineering some media, the tactical media worms. He's the one in control of Asidelight TV, Methuselah, Ejilo, Achalugo. That's why Isaiah Yoruba posted on his timeline that is 100% pure in this struggle. That he begged God to give him the strength to carry on. That is committed. Because the main cabals are accusing him of betraying them. And Isaiah Yoruba have nowhere to stand. That is why go to Isaiah Yoruba platform today in his Facebook. You will see where he's telling Paul Achebe, you know what to do. You see where he's telling Methuselah, you know what to do. Ejilo, because they are accusing him. And he's trying to tell them that his hand is open, that he's not telling all those people this is not causing the problem. Go to his Facebook, you will see all those posts he made. He's there. So if this man cannot control these people, these chat media worms, that tells you all you need to know. Like I said before, I told them that these people will attack them, and it's happening. Let's continue. I don't want time before we go to the lead agent, Patrick Nkemu, the island boy in Italy. what he said about
and when you say about the whole US, at least all good HOD this year, maybe it will strike him and say, oh, yeah, don't go. What the potential of kicking like a bam. Maybe you will have objected.
I go raise alarm.
Or if we must watch over his back.
Or watch his back.
Or even raise alarm in Kenya.
If all these things doesn't have, they will not be separating the wheat art from the corn.
It's true, sir.
So from now, I want to
I was there. Oh, man said, oh, because I know a guy like this, you know, we have gone to hell. Asano told us that, do we know that if Buhari knows our presence is here, we will all be wiped out. Right. Now, be careful, man, you know, my hotel, they buy that I have guarantee. But no also my kind of blueprint from our leadership.
All events.
The question is to wake up Biafra with you people who didn't ban. Now I learn and say, hey, wait. If it's expressway, it will not be strong. Struggle means if you have a narrow road and you are bigger than that narrow road, you have to force yourself to squeeze, and that's the definition of a struggle. So anybody that would think a struggle means, you know, a paradise and come and chop it, like you said, that person is not only deceiving himself, but doing himself a disservice. So I must actually thank Ipob Italy because you have been doing a very fantastic job. And I'm telling you this, you guys are doing the best fantastic job. It doesn't mean that you cannot do more, but once you have done as I doing that, the also, yeah, also.
Biafra.
Let us continue this trend. When we talk about which family in the world is formidable, Ipob Italy, I don't know whether you have rival anymore. You know? Yes. So, and I must also thank our people back home. You see, these are guys who will walk out of their father's houses and will not be sure of their lives coming back. That is just the truth today. Before, I used to think blacks in America are the ones that are threatened so badly because there are a lot of KKK people in police. They find a reason to gun them down. You know, you see a young man, a black man who goes out, you know, for his own business and he doesn't come back home. And then nothing happens to that police. But today, our own is even the worst. Our own is even the worst. Look at the young people being gunned down every day. Some of them, of course, out of their stupidity because either with some idiot somewhere commanding them to mess around. Ipob will follow, you know, our not only code of conduct, we follow honesty, and we follow what makes sense. The last thing we want to do is to spill the blood of our people.
Biafrans, did we hear this man mention code of conduct? Biafrans, I'm asking, did we hear this man mention code of conduct? These people are now, I want you guys to ask this in Pama. Tony one bottle. Did code of conduct permit them to take Ipob head of finance to court? Since you have mentioned code of conduct. This code of conduct permit this man? The answer is no. Like I said before, this man never believed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be up to this point. That is why they're after money. They want to know how much in Madam Nnamdi's account. They want to take her out. And Biafrans, if all this attack on Madam Nnamdi that we are seeing, all those physical attack also taking her to court. And still yet, the woman is still standing strong and tall above all of them. Maka na aka ya dị ọcha. Maka na aka ya dị ọcha. Ọ na-ama mpịampịa ọgwụ ga na-agwọ this woman. But just based on aka ya dị ọcha, the woman mee gịnị? Na-defeat, ma na-jump, ma na-pass. Let's continue.
Nobody should send you a harm's way where there's no assurance that you can survive there and come back. Nobody does that. This leadership will not do it. If you are sent a harm's way, you're equipped to do what you need to do, protect yourself and all that. But you have people now who are believing in some idiot somewhere, telling them to go and die, and they go and die just for nothing. For nothing. If you're going to rescue a village where Fulani is being invaded and with their cows and raping women and all that, and you die in that cause, it makes sense. That makes sense. Now, when somebody says you to go and kidnap and you're kidnapping all people, that is not what IPOB does. IPOB is not in our DNA. It is in our DNA to better the life of our people and to protect them, and not to make their life more difficult or worse. So we must differentiate between indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB is original. I have said it before. IPOB is original. There's no fake about it. Any other name as suffix or prefix is fake. As simple as that. If you want to go and answer Briggy or whatever is your name, let it be and stick to it. And if you are making any poster, don't put Nnamdi Kanu there. Don't put anything IPOB. Do your own thing, isn't it? Of course. Because Chukwu Abia myself, we should come. And that is why we're successful today. Even Onyendu, or what has happened to him, unfortunately, will not lead to his death. By the grace of God. It will not lead to the worst case scenario. Because Chukwu Abia also asked him to come. Chukwu Abia asked him to come. And he will survive what the ODM is going through. He will survive it. So, and we know how Chukwu Abia works. He will not forsake you. It doesn't mean that you might not fall into trouble one day, but he will not forsake you because he asked you to. So we'll pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. Whatever happens, pray for him. Meanwhile, the leadership is doing what it has to do to support his release. In as much as there are cows, everybody knows. Everybody knows there are cows on the field of legality, but things have been sorted out to make sure that it is in his own best interest. We have used so many means, including individuals to go to speak to him, so that those deceiving him to take the wrong decisions will not succeed, because it is not in best interest that he is now the one representing himself talking in the court. It's so bad, isn't it? And that we never saw before. We had a strategy. The strategy was our team of lawyers, very, very formidable lawyers, they won the case. As simple as that. Now, please to step on that and fight and make sure that that very pronouncement from that court stands. And we had the opportunity to do that and invite some necessary waters to now step into to make sure that because the zoo was feeling already uncomfortable in that very case, in that very situation, with the Zeko manager. That zoo was completely crumbling, my sisters. This was where we were. From here now. Yeah. I don't want to use a very raw word here. In Igbo language, that's the way you say it, when you hold them somewhere. So they had no chance at all with that very situation. Until somehow some people went to deceive our leader, will put it that way. I'm a very straightforward person. That the other option will be better. An option Where our leader will now be the one standing and defending himself and calling Yanko my lord, and this and that. It's not supposed to be that way. But I thank God that we are still on it, making sure that the right thing happens. So at this juncture, I want to thank all of you once more and say, let us be more than this very number by next time. Yeah. Let us be more than this, and that will take not only your coordinator, and it will take all of us. It will take our effort to bring back some of our brothers who somehow maybe were not focused like you. We can bring them back, let them be more focused again, talk to them, and because people must understand, we have no other option. When they are
so, I want to know the garbage in Oko. The indirect attack on our leader. Now, I want to pray the most anointed one of it. Before him, Patrick Nkemchineke Yakboko, that annual fair, we know how he started. That annual fair, we are about our leader. We are for the attack. Only Mazi Kanu before 21 bottle. Now let's go there. Okay.
Yes, I just want to say thank you very much, everybody. I want to make it as brief as possible. I feel so excited to be here today. I'm happy to say our deputy head of directorate, everybody that came here. I want to say thank you for coming. First of all, I want to motivate Biafrans. And I also want to make Biafrans understand that what we are building is a future. Yes. And you cannot build any future without obstacles. And obstacles that does not kill you make you stronger. For us to have been able to survive after the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I've been able to survive all the storms, and I've been able to get here today. IPOB being intact is a kudos to the leadership and every IPOB member standing on today. And there is one thing I also want our people to understand, that what we are doing is a process. And whatever result you get at the end of the day does not matter if it does not go through the right process. Yeah. What we have seen since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abduction, and even before his abduction, is part of that process. We have seen people who wanted the leadership of IPOB to fail by every means possible. And that was why they seized the funding. Exactly. It even came to my notice that even while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, the Directorate of State didn't have any budget to run the affairs of the Directorate of State. There was no budget for the DOS to function independently. And that was the reason you saw a woman who now took advantage of this to humiliate people, to humiliate members of the DOS, because she feels that the funding comes through her. Yeah. And you have to be answerable to her to be able to have any funding to work, which is completely wrong. And this is the strong.
Biafrans, on we was on again. When I told you guys that the main problem is the money, because they never know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will make it up to this point. They are all after money. That's why they go after the account in Italy and hijack it. The one in South Africa, they open welfare account, the money there is finished. They go the one in Germany, they did not succeed. Now you can hear Patrick Nkemu what he's saying. That even when our leader was there, our leader did not give this man budget, give them money to operate. if we na agwu na ego, all those blackmail in Afro, there and there, Kanu, 1 year working person, meme, Madam Nenya this, they are all because of money. Ego muna go to. Madam Nenya said, no, I cannot release this money to you guys. If you have something, you know the protocol, how to take money from IPOB Finance Department. The protocol is there. I wanted to clear. See now, Madam Nenya is the woman. No, everything they get it documented. And he heard it from China as I wanted the last time. The reason he gave, not going to Madam Nenya anymore, because Madam Nenya asked him to bring the what? To bring the paper, make everything documented. State your reasons for taking this money. And China someone kita say for that reason he will not go to Madam Nenya anymore. She said anytime any money you want to take from her, you must follow the protocol. This is the that's not the woman. And I ask you guys, more than $90,000 you hear Nzurumike say that they are paying the lawyers. Who is paying the lawyers? But the same Madam Nenya. More than $90,000 the sack Ezekome. I have said it here with that number. If Ezekome doubt what I'm saying, the punk what I'm saying, let him come live. Can I tell you the receipt? If you go to the bank, if you know since I put this thing, more than $90,000. Who paid the money? The same Madam Nenya. The welfare to the one but one Agun. Who is taking care of them? The same Madam Nenya. China someone kita and Jonathan Chinedu, they came on air to tell you guys that Kanu were his own squad, criminals. Our ESN call about criminals. Who is taking care of these men, our boys? Madam Nenya. The same money too. But they tell you guys now one bulego, not $1 billion or $1 million, and as of that time, all man, to blackmail Madam Nenya, and you guys are listening. Where you are to do? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu teach us how to ask difficult questions. Now, Patrick in Kemuna Agunu. Now, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, now only the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give this man free right to use money. Now we would those men. But Ekelole can IPOB. And with department by department. Only to see, don't double carpet. Don't cross to another lane. Even Mazi Nnamdi. But this man, him and us now, Okujiago Mbada. Abiali already. But the little did they know that now. Onya one abala fakala. Unu niwe Patrick nke mu na agwa unu. Na onye ndu enyere chance. Let me take it back again. Kono no kwe afuma. Na unu na anole.
Seized the funding.
Exactly.
It even came to my notice that even while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, the Directorate of State didn't have any budget to run the affairs of the Directorate of State. There was no budget for the DOS to function independently. And that was the reason you saw a woman who now took advantage of this to humiliate people, to humiliate members of the DOS, because she feels that the funding comes through her. And you have to be answerable to her to be able to have any funding to work, which is completely wrong. And this is the structure that was put in place. But IPOB as a people are going to change it, and we are changing
it. This is the structure put in place by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And IPOB are going to change it, and they are changing it. That is why they go to Italy to hijack the account. That's why they close the account in Germany. They take IPOB finance head to court. That's why they go to America to hijack, to create problem. That's why they use Dr. Donald Nzurumike to make sure money is not going to Germany anymore. That's why national coordinator today in Europe, they are the one collecting money and sent to any account there. We don't know. They are changing the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our law, I hope we are hearing. Our law said that no onye nwe ụlọ na-apụ wee kọcha flawa wee sị gị oke gị nọdụrụ ya ụlọ anya gị nọdụrụ ya flawa anya onye nwe ụlọ na-apụzi ị na-ewepụzi your own, ị na-ewepụzi flawa ọkọ na-akọ your own na-agbazi mmiri n'ụlọ ya ọkụ ifugo n'okwu ya na agbazi ezumezu lọlọ afọ a. Those people now know Simon Ekpa. That is why they are changing the structure. They are open. Tony yes. All of them. Structure of IPOB. Patrick Nkemu, the agent, the Elan boy of Kabaz. Now, that they will change the structure and they are changing it. Only one bottle. The deputy leader now say yes. Okay, now we know that those people, all those things. Let's listen. Let's continue.
Now, our people need to understand that the Biafra we are building is a Biafra for the people.
Exactly.
Nobody have come into IPOB to work in the vineyard of any family in Biafra land. It is going to be your own responsibility. It is going to be your own choice. If you decide to work in the vineyard of a particular family in the name of trying to please anybody. But I believe that any sacrifice that has been made at the top have also been made at the bottom. People have died in different families, in different people we don't even know where they are coming from. So we should not focus on a particular family that have lost people, because we have lost people everywhere. Every family in Biafra land in this struggle between 1967 to 70 have lost. My father, I lost my mother, for that I should be compensated. If you start compensating, how many people are you going to compensate? It means that everybody must be compensated.
Only one bottle. Only one bottle is going to say, Otu akodi. Lie down. Gawani look where I know Nazu. Who is this guy referring this message to? Who is this agent passing this message to? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I ask you that believe on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about this? We expose these people all. I told you guys. When I started this, they said, no, let him go 2 months, 3 months, he will fade out. He will stop broadcasting. They check it out. We're increasing from 2 months, 3 months, like years now. See it, all the fight and the see it. I still remain steadfast. I still remain resolute. I still remain fearless. Now I'm going to get joke. Look at if we're passing in Kemuna Konon. Somebody is accident in Italy. Only one passed in Italy. And go and check Biafra. Hardly before you see no Biafra anything Biafra attire in area. Because Chineke Yakondini, all of them. Just when it only is coming out. So no have how to cook Biama will disgrace this man. How they will fade away. Let's continue listening.
Compensated equally. Now, there is one thing I want to leave before I go. It is left for the Biafran people to decide if they want to be in charge of their struggle. It is left for Biafran people to decide if they want to be in charge of their own lives and government. It is left for you to decide if you want to hand your destiny over to one man who will rule it, ruin it, and return us to the zoo that we are fighting to come out from. It is the Biafran people that will make the final decision where this struggle is going, where it should go, and how we are going to free ourselves. And that's what I have to say.
It's left for Biafran people to decide about their first struggle. If they will leave it in hands of one man that will rule it and return them to Nigeria government. Onye ka ọ na-agwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye nọ dị a na-ekweri oyoyo to the one bottle deputy HOD. Ọ dị na-ekweri oyoyo na-asị ya lie down. Otu a ka ọ dị. Kwuru gaba na-eti igba na-aga na ịnọgụ n'azụ. Deceive for the gullible ones. And this guy, no, they make any statement. Nobody. Nobody. It's not this man, they are men. Yeah, military. All of them. On this note, I'm trying to write down, no? If you have your question, I want you to bring up your questions. Let's split your questions. Your questions, bring your let's split your questions. Or if you want to come in, indicate you want to come in. I will send you a link. We told you guys that we will stand by Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will stand and defend every single instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will stand and defend IPOB code of conduct. Now, I'm also calling on Lord, our first lady. You have heard them now telling you that they will change the structure of IPOB. So, give me Lolo. These are the people we see the 95%. And then 5%. They want to change the structure of the hard work of your husband. I call the afternoon not I would only men got today. What leads to death of his parents? Lord, they are telling you they want to change the structure. Lord, okay, you will go back here. The TV wagon. The TV wagon. N'ugwuanya udie nke ebuo u family ebe n'udi. If you don't be with your husband's family, lolo onwe ka ọ dị. Eji m okwu na-agbogo okwu. Now, Biafrans, but if I equate with truth, what we are doing here, if I na-agwu never with truth, that is why we stand my debate, because now no evidence. Evidence, and that's why a lot of them are running away from me. When I tell 1,200 teeth Methuselah, when I call him up for a debate, he didn't come. Or what did say now he should not accept. Because they know that they know that the truth is there. But you guys refuse to say the truth. The evidence is there. He refused to say it. Just because now every majority cool. Now foolish majority. And they foolish majority. Makana people na nke okay, no, no. Hey, mwende neba kanko. Na kinyo n'ọnụ. Wee jide this struggle. IPOB na-ada ụda. IPOB na-achụ ajọ mmụọ. Na-eche ya wa IPOB n'ala. You guys cannot do that. Because a na-egbu achara na-eto. A na-egbu achara na-eto. And tomorrow you are the host. Maybe tomorrow program will be that kind in the afternoon time or 12 p.m. Biafra time. Because we will talk about this. I want to show you guys a bit first. Counsel, this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Let me show you guys.
Those are trying to get thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. We are there today because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they will never have peace. Today they are worthless, absolutely worthless. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. No. Do you know why? Because anything we thought we have.
So this is going to one of these we're going to discuss tomorrow. And let me also bring this one out for you guys again.
This particular word is going.
Let me bring this one out again. What we are going to talk about tomorrow. Because tomorrow you are talking hot.
I'm not.
Sure.
Good morning.
I will go about this one again tomorrow.
Good evening.
This is Okoko.
Wonderful people of Biafra.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow you are the hot. I eat you tomorrow. Yeah, this one.
I go Biafra.
No. So I just show you guys what we're going to discuss tomorrow. Because tomorrow you are the hot. I eat you tomorrow.
I just show you guys.
Utezo Chineke. Utezo Chineke. Let's hold on. Let me. Hold on, guys. Because I'm just putting the link. So this man. So I want to ask you, are they still with Mazi Nnamdi? Are they still with our leader? If Patrick Nkemu can make this statement before Deputy HOD, Tony One Bottle, who do you think they are? Now, Biafrans, please, you will join me to welcome Regional Coordinator in the United States of America, Mazi Chie Ezoku, he will address us on this a bit. So, Mazi, you are welcome, sir.
Mazi, ndewo.
Yeah.
Ndewo.
Yeah, welcome, Mazi.
I've been waiting. I've been trying to get in since, because what we're doing here, we have to tell ourselves the truth.
Yeah.
Needless for us lying to each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adia Mama, a lot has been said, but I will first of all.
Mazi, biko iwo ni women, a lot of people are only able biko. You can go on biko iwo ni wo.
Hold on. Come for Batakwa back in, because my earpiece are draw connected, please.
Okay. So, Biafrans, the person for now, the regional coordinator, Mazi Chiezoku, you all knows him. Or somebody now kun Ezoku. Ni na ano you ni na in America. Nyanwa. Na Mazi Ndidi. Na Cosmos and others. These are the men that say that whatever Mazi Kanu said, they will maintain it. They will stand and defend every single instruction of Mazi Kanu and defend IPOB code of conduct.
Mazindeo, I'm sorry for, I would have been here for a very long time, but unfortunately, if my name is Ichiezuku, regional coordinator of Eastern Region, now United States here. I've heard a lot of things you've said, and to be sincere with you, I'm not happy. To be sincere with you, I went to Ndende, because if I was there with them, another thing entirely. By now, maybe probably I am now seen up for police meeting. Excuse me, hold on, please.
Yeah.
I have seen up for police meeting. Because album somebody now they take no nonsense. Let me first of all break it down. Excuse me. Our people were what I mean.
Yeah.
I heard you when you said Tina Sanworu, and the reason why Tina Sanworu and Chike Doziemfa got upset is nothing less than money issue. And I will explain. I need evidence. I will because one bona on your bona if I take a moi, on your I'm here. Egon can spend. So those idiots, frankly, fast we buy all of them. On your to 10 kobo. On your national fan to 10 kobo. Both HOD, both deputy HOD, both of former, every one of them, on your banana to ego. So you will now understand my pain. Then after that, will go in the mother total. Anyway, anyway, I'll come to that part. So China Sanworu came and asked their clique, because all clique fan actually illegal IPOB.
Oh.
They came and asked for 14 million. Then it was Chinwe that was supposed to disburse the money. When they asked for 14 million, Chinwe was ordered to pay that for 14 million. Chinwe said no, that they should go through the right source. Because people have to understand what is actually going on. That they should go through the right source. That everything should be documented. Just like what he said with his own mouth. That everything should be documented. So they went to Kanonta. Kanonta went to and told Chinwe, and told Kanunta that they needed 14 million, and Chinwe refused to give it to them. Kanunta called Chinwe. Now, look, because these people are very bad people. That's why I don't want to have anything to do with them. Very bad people. For Kanunta, we watch Chinwe. Chinwe, we watch Kanunta say ambao. Now, rather, she will have to leave this post alone. That she will not disperse that money. Let them go through the right source. They know how that right source will be gone through. So, grudgingly, grumblingly, they grumbled. At the end of the day, they went through the right source. Do you know Namwefa we got through the right source? That money was cut down to 7 million. That money was cut into half. This is the reason why they were so upset. Because they go for that was the reason why they started pushing the money fully. That's why the fact these people have sold out to the government. They've sold out. But they did not know as they have, or what they are planning, that God is planning a better one for his children. Even as at the day NMA meeting on the 30th of April 2022, I hope I'm correct. 30th of April 2022, NMA meeting na US and Fabia meeting na US. They were complaining na Madam Nnamdi whereas that same day, very bad people, very bad people, very, very bad people. That same day, they have told Madam Nnamdi to release some fund for them. And Madam Nnamdi has released that fund for them through Chinwe. You know, all these records are there. You know, they said nobody collects any money. Salary. Well, that's a lie. Some of these when dinner analego ndi Nkechi doesn't put not 2,000 pounds, 2,000 euro can enye. On a deny. Nyapatalu China Sanworu na this idiot China na one other guy see Canada where be common sense. Obugod na enye HOD 100,000 no merit here. Onye merit gini. That is why when you do USC, now hungry people are the American freedom fighting. I suppose it means when I suppose it means I could understand the fact no when some certain person only do your instructions because of what that person is doing, which is understandable. It is very, very understandable and only reason when you do any standing instruction. But the mess and this no share no ego and then ego. I suppose it's name ego. Ego mumado tota. Go and work and make your own payment. Work and make your own payments. For what? So I'm stop with him when Fabido all this nonsense Fabido. I will call to in your chinas in your chicken does your ego. Back to in your chicken does your ego. I could do over for Fabidoza where attack back. Ndoshi, the reason why one bottle Nzurumike one bottle. I don't care on a mute. Nzurumike one bottle. The reason why Nzurumike one bottle, Juena complain
Mazi told the one bottle.
Nzurumike one bottle. Oh, Juena complain if any now wanna complain. or into us when tank in the Italy because they went to Italy and stole the money ATM account there. Why will you want to change what Onyendu has put in place? For what reason? Why? When the thing is working perfectly well. And then you know budget for what? Budget unu jemegini. Budget unu jemegini. You tell us what the kind of budget, if you did that budget, because open no try travel, open no if the official, the or through the normal process. Madam Nana will do the only do is give the instruction. Madam Nana does the bidding. But what they wanted to do, kafana ego, me for buna suffer at any time fast suffer, but ego, we get me for buna. Nobody will complain. Nobody will say anything. No, I'm not that stupid. I'm not that foolish. Come to think of it, and these idiots are not saying anything. Plus, in case can you imagine these idiots? Can you imagine? Open each or change the IPOB, mobunich or MF IPOB, mobunich or you get out of IPOB and go and start yours. Go and start yours. Open if only do the beki ya be change. Our a political party.
Yeah.
We're not in any political party here. And that's the reason why more against if funny. Time without number, I've said it. Once they start listening to Onyendu, then I will know what to do. But if you are not listening to Onyendu, you see, it is a total war on Onyendu. A total war on our leader. If not, Onyenye idiot or deliver a family Onyendu, one person. Now one person, I have brought the decision, or they make decision for everybody. Who told you that? If not, why are you still there? This is what one person has built and some other people has built. So get the heck out and go and look for someone else or something else to do. Or get your own people. And move on. Onye ọbụla pụta ọlachi ọlachi don't if onye ndu me. Wee bịa na-ekwu na-achọ take glory. Get the fame. Whereas ndị na-alụ ọrụ a na-alụ ọrụ. Iji ọta nwa na-ekwu okwu anwa ya gwa m ego not to go na IPOB. Ya kwuo ego not to go na IPOB. Onye pụta just na me on na rubbish. Because I am not going to a political party. Or a political party can on here. Onyendu is still the supreme leader of IPOB. And that way I draw. And if you feel you don't like it that way, you get the heck out of IPOB. Get out. We don't need you. Onyendu feel now, whatever Onyendu instruction cannot be handled by him, or whatever Onyendu says cannot be handled by him, or be taken down, or taken into his skull by him. Get out of IPOB. It's just as simple as that. Yeah, be an IPOB. Onyendu will be the supreme leader of IPOB. Not Pali Onyendu. Nzurumike, Onyala Nzurumike abachi nkiti. Onyala Nzurumike abachi nkiti. It's a pity, but unfortunately, this year means Nzurumike the homeless as at one time. Now Laruna office an office in Germany.
Yeah.
This same Nzurumike. I draw on us winners. And then where he keep up every time. Now he's looking fresh because when he's a guy POB. When you guy POB, I'm on Nzurumike to all the before. Oh, you got people only Lina may look the way you look. Yes, it's true. I say Nzurumike wale go the account na Nigeria. Where transfer goes in South Africa na 300 rand. Transfer 300,000 rand transfer to Nigeria. Nzurumike, where is the money? Onye you know that kind of power. Financial power does not lie in your hands. Onye financial power bu madam nna ya anya. Unu about administrative power kunu nwe. Unu arapụzi ife unu suppose dị na-eme na-eme ife ọzọ. The worst thing bụ na okay, since 3 years now, tell us what you have done. You have done nothing. There's always chance for Onyendu to represent himself. If Onyendu feels he wants to speak, they will accord him that audience, the court.
Yeah.
Onyendu will speak. We speak his mind. And without Onyendu speaking, do you know the kind of pressure that thing alone, that video portal, do you know the kind of pressure amount on Nigerian government?
No. But in that age, I can't our legal team.
You know, onye na-afụrụ ife o mere obido aka n'ụkpụrụkpụ. Onye ọbụla na-afụrụ ife o mezi obido aka n'ụkpụrụkpụ. That is the problem. You cannot see somebody that is working really hard. Very, very hard. That wrote all the whole brief that all these idiots these people are using. And at the end of the day, they are now making it look as if he's incompetent. The man is very competent, very sound in mind. If not, I am not I know today. Because when the Onyendu bata na Nigeria ebe anu, when the war also, it is said this Onyendu, I need to the mad lawyers, Onyendu. From what he by themselves. I'm talking about this finding a job for. So what I'm saying here, Buruna, it all boils down to money. It boils down to money. Or what if also? Why will you have a portfolio? Why will you have as Kefi Nacho Nebe Godi? I do for this Kefi Nacho Nebe Godi.
Yeah. Mazi, when you wait to know, what do you have to say about this annual fair party in Koku? Because that now is in the hands of Biafrans to decide.
If it's in the hands of Biafra,
who will lead them, or who will lead them and turn them back to Nigeria
if it's in the hands of Biafrans to decide, Biafrans has already decided.
Yeah.
Biafrans has already decided. No Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
So if I'm a round, we know right from time what is going on. We know right from time what is going on. If I'm a round, I am one. We know that what they wanted to do was to compromise Onyendu's ability to speak, Onyendu's ability to do things. That is why I find you natural fund, because if I'm an that fund, Onyendu will be incapacitated.
Yeah.
That Onyendu will not be able to do anything. That's the reason why I find you that fund. I find you now work the fund. But unfortunately for them, if I expect it, I walk across the out. If I expect it, I walk across the out.
You know, Mazi, when we call the Okarago, somebody who we IPOB family, before deputy HOD. Not before deputy HOD, when I see that now, they are going to change the structure of IPOB Mazi Nnamdi. Now see, onya ongo kai komwiwoli. Stand there before deputy HOD, only one bottle. Now they are going to change the structure, and they are doing it. Then, and I asked myself, is this man still working with my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Of course, you know that these guys are not working with Onyendu. You know, you're asking yourself a question that is glaring to everybody. It's only a fool that would think that these guys are still working with Onyendu. If you can openly criticize your leader, telling your leader that you have him by the balls, and at the end of the day, if it's not what they have discussed in the meeting, HOD would have reprimanded him, but HOD did not. So that means they are aligned with what this guy is saying. If this idiot, Nkemu or whatever he calls himself, if he was going beyond what he shouldn't have gone or what he shouldn't have said, Nzurumike would have reprimanded him right there and then. I will give you an example. Okay, I will give you an example. When there was a conference that was going on in Enugu at one time, then Alex Ekweme was still alive. Then Peter Obi, it got to his time to speak. Peter Obi now started criticizing Onyendu. Alex Ekweme immediately shunned him, told those guys, his people around him, told him to go and grab the microphone from Peter Obi, that he doesn't know what he's saying. That is a matured leader. That is someone that really has the interest of his people at heart. Complete. What they are interested in, buego. And the worst thing, open a face at two guy or community. But ego mumado. The reason why people are contributing this fund, our people were the free. Not for some few people to be using the money to do something else. And the reason why leadership leadership structure because fund all in place, never all supposed to fall in place. All these idiots including this Nzurumike. You see, the only reason why most of these people they are attacking Madam Nenaya Buna, one way or the other, they have fallen out of favor. Nzurumike is owing Madam he borrowed money from Madam Nenaya. Borrowed what's it called? 500 euro from Madam Nenaya. Has he paid back? How many years now? Since 2016. Has he paid back? But instead, you now castigate why you name now if we say no bono nyego, ne silly ni kowe you drop from one atabu win off. O say no bunye. Na ko patakita nwa fa enwe valid woman. The okay for no one way for your opuna kotalo will see blue or will see blue. I'm watching a say and couple and what I can will see blue. Now this struggle, on your punaki and Adorocha cannot be in this struggle. All these idiots have they've tainted their hands. They've tainted their hands. Fanchanino, what all Gubelo? Because if they were doing the right thing, I keep saying this thing. Oporona, Chike, Doziem, Chinas and Woru, every one of them, DOS member, apart from the Wepoaka. Ndị gbasi azụ wepụ aka nọdụ neutral. I would have said something, but because all you can offer. You cannot be neutral when things are going bad. Isi mgbe onye ndu pụtara. Onye ndu pụtaza ife emebigo. Onye ndu apụta. Gani best ebiakwa agbachi azụ. Ị na-agbachi azụ for what? So if you're in the position of leadership, if another person corner derail from that thing, you call that person and caution that person. That's why you are in the position of that leadership. Functioning era. Fabundoshi. All of them. Because I want them, and that thing is happening today. So, for Kwenu, Fekwane. Idiot unako yeli famwa, oko yeli enu, koko yeli ani. What he has to do is to leave IPOB. And I will advise the people chokwa isue and they don't want to follow Yendu anymore. Because you see, some of them play to the gallery. Okay, we're Sinamuso. I don't play to the gallery.
Mazi, we actually ship in now. Well, no, according to 21 bot Nzurumike, also that now the essence of Madam Nyanya to pull out the money, it's not $1 million, is to collapse the movement. Now, and I said, I want Madam Nyanya buy to that their idea and pay the whole fund to Umwele account. Umwele account today is closed.
You
what
know,
will be our fate?
You know the
I will go to all those lawyers.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know
the whole money.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The whole money to lawyers, but the Zokome and everything. Who will pay them? Apple is over $90,000. And on this video play, Nzurumike have said, now I put the lawyers over. And they do for lawyers, no one can now, after they fell on that, Madam did not pay into that money to Umwele accounts. They have now come after Madam Nyanya to hijack account in Italy, ask people not to pay account to Germany, and also attack account in Germany. So now, who want to shut the movement down?
Mazi, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Imana, 700,000, almost $750,000.
Yeah.
Almost close to
743 something.
Plus, but so you require some other money now, but in that account. That's at that time.
Yeah.
So I am married going on. And the first thing, where did the onion do? The first person who's already in the US about we be demand for that 1 million. If I need your but unfortunately, the money, only in control of that money, Boyibo. So if I'm fan they are just trying to look for a name, a bad name to hang on Madanaya for no good reason. So my acquaintance were there. Onye did that money, Madan Oyibo. Let me now break it down for Biafrans to understand what was going on. I exposed on too much and Famaro. You know, when Madan Oyibo and Mwejido they worked hard to want to remove Madan Nyanya. It failed. It failed. Because there was a lot of people that were standing with Madan Nyanya. It failed. Then they now channel their energy to China Sanwo-Olu and the rest of them, the DOS. There was a time the DOS with these guys. These guys caused this problem now in the US. Because we are the whole world. There was a time they were with them. They did meeting. But this is where the problem started from, with them. ịma na ọ bụ na Chineke tinye ọgbaghara n'ime ndị mmadụ fada amara mgbe Chineke ji etinye ọgbaghara. They did meeting for somebody that will replace onye ndu.
Well, Mazi, before you continue, Biafrans, in case you don't know them, let me break you down. You know, there is Umadaka Highway, Madam Oyibonelo Fegu, and co, and Bridget Okaf and co, no, and Azoka Chiamaka, all those men, then those women.
I feel so sad. That's the reason why I'm shaking my head, my brother. A major meeting with Chinas and Worufa and Chike to say, only replace Oyendu. Every problem knows where that Alpha because now the highway Mazi plus some coordinators not quite bad. So far where Madam Oyibo. Every problem not where that Alpha na fact is Chinas and Woru. Every family meeting with Chinas Safa. Agwazia na onye ya buzi onye isi. Onwe letter assign no makadati no. Onwe letter assign no. Ndị sign no gasi ihe odinia eji amam do odi eji those letter. And let me come with Alpha ko Igbo Nsugbe today. Afamala amalu. Onye ndu did that letter. Onye ndu did that letter. Afa we na-ezuzu ife amafa na-ezuzu yali. Ndị sign ka adaka nwa nọ na Finland bụrụ onye isi anyị. Bụrụ onye isi anyị. Signature fa na ebe anyị fa eji ama ndị oyi. So at the end of the day, mgbe fa kwutezi nọ adaka nọ na Finland ya bụ their leader. Everywhere, Baka. That was why they could not continue with them. Ebe I can way say okwu. Fa ọgbachi ya kwazi azụ to madananya. Fa ọgbachi ya azụ ba to madananya. Our people are ihe na-eme. It's just unfortunate now some of our people are very gullible. But you sit here down, where they listen.
Mazi, that is when Chukwudo Former came on radio to tender apology to Madam Nenyanya.
To Madam Nenyanya.
Yes. You could now and
Oyendu told Chike Doziem to apologize to Kanu, which he later did.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when they started all this nonsense again, because the ego were asked for that 14 million, unfortunately, the thing did not fall in place into chair. Because if I'm not now, every month, you know, 14 million, that was what they said. Without accounting, no accountability. Ego mumad. Who does that? Who does that? Can't you say men kai? Or question away if you will. So if any na anuma, if any na neru kamili, Obrona, they had concluded with Oyibo that Chike Doziem will be the leader of IPOB. If I'm winning, we have another story entirely. What I even need now. Or you have another story entirely. But unfortunately for Chike Doziem and the rest of them and Chinas and Woru, they are waiting now way or confess. If I tell you kuna family meeting. If confessing now, one are the Fakuka the same thing. Now the only reason why if I do is supposed to kuna mgbefa gwa madam Oyibo fa bia kuwe ya no mgbefa gwa Chinas and Worufa. No Samuel Yabo their leader. That was when they started quarreling.
Yes.
They even in that one. Yeah. If you go and check, if I can need to confess, fast eyes.
I can see that one.
Yes, you need to cool down and listen to these people. When you listen to them, you know what this person has said. If onye anwa na mgbe then you put it together. Then you know what is going on. Okwambosi anwa ka China Sanworu, one of our member, China Sanworu. Do you know the reply China Sanworu nye? Onye bu IPOB, onye sindia, one of ndị agha si not from DC IPOB. Do you know what he told him? Even Obugo na na-ese okwu. I say we have the names of all of you. I forgot. One of the coordinators here. I say we have the names of all of you. Iji names emegini. Iji go the names ka ife ye eme. Man died but once. I don't know to egwu. I don't sure na ebe I went from Adama to egwu. Mboso ọbụna Chineke sị m olugo. I'll go. Ndụmọdụ mmadụ n'aka. In fact, mbosi na plan, mbosi ọbụna onye ọbụla na plan, ime anything like mbosi anyị ka nyanwa ya ebido nwebe nnukwu problems ọ na-aka fun run over ya. That's one thing. Okay, if onye aka dị ọcha, ya emenwu anything. That is why they could not do anything to onye ndu.
Yeah.
Because aka dị ọcha.
Yeah.
Na-agbaghala elefo ụmụ nwanne nọdụ na-asị ama n'azụ. Ife na-eme na-asị ya mma n'azụ nwanne gị oge nọ na prison yard ịpụta na-asị ya mma n'azụ na-asị ya mma n'azụ maka ego ka eteke over ị na-eteke over ga ebe ka ife ya emenwu
Mazi nke isi ma na ya afụ a lot of things n'ilu akwụkwọ ụmụ nwanne imi na-ewu IPOB not his brother because
ụmụ nwanne ya mminu ọbọkwa ụmụ nwanne ya ọbọkwa
no I understand no
ọ dị mma ntị isi egwa m ya now because adị ama ụmụ nwanne ya mminu bụ Chike Edozie bụ Chinasa Nworu ọfọma Nzurumike na all those bastard Richard Card warriors. Ma nke si na ọ ya ejide onye ndu by the balls, idiot bastard like ya.
That one even the amazing act today now.
Egwara atụrụ ya.
Mmemme program ya tomorrow. That one on the place they were onye ndu message. Those that want to take over from onye ndu because they have fall aside.
No, you know we've seen this in 2015. They cannot take take over from Onyendu. It's not possible. I mean, you see a bogidi, nke ya na-ebu n'ogidi, ọ bụrụ ya ọnya kwa ya onu. Ọnya lie ya onu. They cannot take over. Yeah, eme with Onyendu na-eme. You know, yeah, eme with Onyendu na-eme. It's not possible. Onyendu kalele onu. Now, if all these people we saw them in 2015. Not today. Chike doesn't the reason why you able leader of only in the HOD, but now just on source and yawa appear that day, appear the day onion do not one meeting. All the reason why you able here. Whereas now Chike doesn't bundi only get my account, but you have to quite take over. That time, but madam because madam aju.
Yeah.
Madam aju that time. They couldn't manipulate madam aju that time. This same Chike Edozie. If I'm gonna be able now, ikuku akugo. Afugu iki okuko. Akom gwa ya agwa. I told you. Awangi. Ife ọbụla na-ekwu na-esi na mmụọ apụta. Ife nna ya ekwu na-esi na mmụọ. Ijiri obi gị nọ na IPOB ebe anwa before anything na-eme ihe afị ozugbo. So nwanne ekwenu ekwani. Onye nwe ụgbọ. Onye isi bụ onye isi.
Welcome.
Isi na-ebe ogidi bụ isi na-ebe ogidi.
Yeah.
Nke a ha na-eme bụ just yap. Just na onwere ife ya eme. Onye ndu pụta na afancha na amanye si n'ọfịa. A na-agwa ochi ntụ n'ahịa esu. Agụ bụ agụ. Ọdụm bụ ọdụm.
No. Mazi, even me we hear more. Mazi, no, he check last year or last 2 years. All those the Chakad media worms, they are all in one group attacking our brother's family and Madam Nyanya. But today, they are attacking themselves. But today, they have divided. They are attacking themselves. And I told them they can never be at peace until Onion is out. Until Onion is out. So Kisweku, Onion do put out on your bonani is n'ofia. And not surprised Onion will not even talk about themselves.
Nke dị certain. Ada Biafra bịa makọ ọnụ ya. O nwere project enye ya. So si no ife gbasara Biafra ka ya dị na project ya. Nsi a Chukwu ekene. Wow. So yeah, I'm impressed. So ife niile ahụ anyị na-ekwu bụrụ na onye oshi bụ onye oshi. Onye ama bụ onye ama. Onye ife ọjọọ bụ onye ife ọjọọ. Onye aka ya na-akwụrụ ọtọ bụ onye aka ya na-akwụrụ ọtọ. The only thing mma gwadebe anụmị na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. Ọkwa na this struggle. Isi na isi ya esika mma gwa anyị ntosu ya dị. Adụmezokwa ọnụ ebe anyị fụrụ. Adụmezo ọnụ. Nkwụsịzie agbachizie nge nkịtị. Ụfọdụ oge like this. Ọ ya bụ nnekwu ọ dịka nwee ntu si afụ ife mmadụ ife onye na-eme. Onye a bịara na-asị m onwe ife nwe ebe ka m fụ ya. Amụwa m ya m. You know, so why eji ekwu ife niile anwa bụ na ịnọdụ na mmụọ n'ime this IPOB. Ekwuwa aka ya ọtọ n'ime this IPOB. Into anwa onye ndu ji ekwu 4 cardinal points anyị. Once you're obeying those 4 cardinal points, aka ide ọcha onwero nata nwanne nwoke nwe problem, you fix his problem. Onwero nata ka iyali na ama eziokwu dị n'ife na this struggle. Onwero nata. So ndị anwa fe egwenu, they know their own. Anyway, they know their own is finished. Because you cannot castigate the leader of IPOB and still stay in IPOB. It's not possible. It's not possible. So, idiot na call yeli no Biafrans. Onyawa ya chi Biafrans. Onyawa ka Biafrans yeso. It's funny. To the level you wetalu papa onye ndu ọnụ. Wetalu mama onye ndu ọnụ. Wetalu family onye ndu ọnụ. And eme nke anyị eme. You want a single respect. Onye na-ata afụ nọ na prison. You want a single respect, small respect for him. If he may be blab, ịkọ rubbish. Ọ bụrụ na ọ pụtago na prison, iwe na-agwazi anyị n'iru, because this kind of people cannot speak when no one is around. At
all.
You cannot speak when no one is around. Onye ka ebo. Who are you? Just see where you come from. So respect one on one. Respect one on one. This advice you need the union. Respect one on one. Do you have hail and hearty? What if only you because of Bruno what you use. But if I any one wife more, if why Nzurumike ntos weku no Chineke dunye onye ndu ozi.
Yeah.
Okay. No one if money memory. But unu che na unu zuzuzie ife anwa. I know na nodo na this story I na. Unu destroy ya the things Onyendu put in place to work for Onyendu and to work for Biafrans. Unu get scatter ya. Obulo na Chike Doziem na China Sanwo na onto ndo shi anu onto amafasi we nodo. Because on do she can map offer. Because when you start meddling around with what you're not supposed to meddle around with, especially the fund of people, fund do not belong to you. You're a thief. When you shake if you're not following the due process, let's take this for Onodika MD ATN na bank or Cambodia a company, rather a company. MD ATN a company. MD rap all suppose you alone. Joluba good all accountant na company. Not only me, sin accountant Amarazolo, ne bukolu ego, na season back na ededi. And a man can It's not possible. You'll be sacked. Actually. So if any now fan is usually better mulul on your bona as our fan near. Biafra Yabiako, yes, it will come. It will come. Like look at what is going on in Nigeria now. There's a lot of problems in Nigeria. There is no problem in Nigeria. Big one.
Everywhere.
Now Senate fan a problem. Jagabam the bill or after fan a problem. There is not possible. Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Or if first on your course for that time. Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? But now, oh yeah, everybody, and I'll use the opportunity, all these politicians. Now the best thing for them to do, let them think twice. Let them think twice. Fight for him. They released him. Arapia. Then Fulani, Metiala. Ndibefa fought for him. They released him. Obeza na nke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unu nchani ne sell out one way or the other. Some of you, not all of you, some of you. At least I were some good ones among you. How long would you continue to sell your own brother or to sell your brothers? How long? You know, one day you will stand on the throne of judgment. Oh, wake up, no bronche chukwu. I have been in France. Ajogi, when this thing was happening, what did you do? Kahime. Then you answer. I am telling you that Biafrans will not be merciful. Because Obi, you were not merciful when you were doing all the things you were doing. You were not merciful, and you did not even think about your brothers and sisters, the girls. Before Onyausa, I will keep on onye ba oku, onye ba oku, only think it twice. Onye ba to pori on or they could win gold. Look at what you people have turned our people to look like. You have messed our people up because of culture. If it is better for you to change your ways now. Change your ways. Because at the end of the day, no matter if I'm were today, all 6 feet, below.
Oh,
And what
well,
if you went
that is
6
fact.
feet below?
Like
joke. The only legacy you can leave is what you've done for your own people. If you that's the legacy you can leave. That is the reason why people will be happy with you. Do you know the reason why people are happy with Alex Oti today? Because he's carrying his people along with him. Now we are not Alex Oti. You will see people reacting. You will see people reacting. That is why I'm woke with Foku. The government get very family. If all, I'm not going to stop my people from doing what they need to do to bury their own people, to do the remembrance of their own people. Before you know it, I get cause of problem there. As in abuse benayasi. One or toto. Mazi, for giving me this space to be able to talk and express myself and enlighten our people a little bit.
Mazi, you are welcome, Mazi. You are welcome. You know, we appreciate your coming. At least to tell our people, you know, ịgwawa ebe dị tin si apụta na ebe o si alịpụ, o nwere ka eziokwu n'ụwa eziokwu, because I say truth last test of time, but lies don't last test of time. So Mazi, you are welcome. We appreciate you for coming. We appreciate you, Mazi.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much. Biafrans, cha ndị code of conduct kwenu.
Yo.
cha ndị code of conduct kwenu.
Yo.
cha Biafra kwezonu.
Yeah. The 5% kwezonu.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Let me take my leave. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mazi. Thank you. So, Biafrans, this is regional coordinator in America, Mazi Chiezoku. These are the men. It's in the Ipob. These are the men na cough ego out. Ego ifu ndị a na-achị ịda ụvụ. Ndị na-alụ na-arụ, ndị na-eri a na-eri. Biafrans, okay. It's almost 4 hours now. We have to wind down. And I thank you all for listening. And I say tomorrow, follow me on YouTube. So when I come in, you will see my notification. Now follow me up. Ikechukwu Ezumezu. It's very important. And I'm asking God, bye bye. Thank you so much.